of the People's Republic of China. This is the Beijing Capital Gymnasium, the venue for the World Women's Curling Championship 2017. City's history dates back 3,000 years. It's a very, very busy city indeed. 20 million people make it one of the biggest cities in the world, and the second largest after Shanghai. We're in northern China, known for its opulent palaces, temples, gardens, tombs, and of course the Great Wall itself. Plenty to see and do here. But this is where we're centred, we're focused for the opening series of round-robin matches in the CPT World Women's Curling Championship 2017. And there you have it. In session one, our featured game is the United States against Scotland. And a good crowd inside for this one. The crowd getting very excited. They've watched the opening ceremony and getting very excited about what lies ahead this week and indeed today. We'll keep you updated on what happens elsewhere. Everyone has their phones at the ready. I'm Alison Walker, and alongside me for live commentary on this whole game, USA against Scotland, will be former British team member, curling team member, Logan Gray. We'll be guiding you through all the action in this first session, but featuring on the USA against Scotland. The traditional bagpipe opening of this championship. And it's an important year, Logan, with the Olympic Games just round the corner, and these teams hope they'll be there. Here are the lineups. The lead, Rebecca Hamilton. At second, Aileen Geving. Their third player is Tab Peterson. And the USA skip, Nina Roth. For Team Scotland, we have the lead, Lauren Gray. Second player, Vicky Adams. At third, Anna Sloan. And the Scottish skip, Eve Muirhead. So here are all the countries participating at this World Championship, 12 of them, all vying for that World Championship title 2017. There you have the other games going on. We're featuring that USA-Scotland game, but on sheet B we have Italy-Sweden, Switzerland-Germany on sheet C, and on sheet D, a lot of support, I'm sure, for China against Canada. We'll keep you updated on all the scores. Teams are being introduced to the crowd here inside the Beijing Capital Gymnasium, built in 1968. Refurbished for the Olympic Games in 2008. Many of these youngsters are having their first introduction to curling, but we know who they'll be supporting. And there is Team Scotland. And these players really just want to get moving and want to get the game going. Let's have a brief word with Logan about comparative experience, Logan, of the two teams. Scotland have been here several times before, not so much USA.
No, absolutely, Alison, and Scotland have been there and done it as well. They've won the whole thing in 2013 back in Riga in Latvia, and Eve Muirhead, the skip, the most experienced player on this sheet, playing in our 8th World Championship, but only having medalled twice along the way, surprisingly. And the most experienced player on the ice for the USA, Tabitha Peterson, has played in 3 of the last 5 World Championships. So no doubt USA will be looking to call on some of her experience to make a good start this week.
And curling in a foreign country as well, and jet lag that comes into it. What's going through their minds right now?
I think they just want to get started, really. It's, quite a lot of the teams have flown out here quite early in the week to kind of get over these jet lag issues. I know that from the UK there's an 8-hour time difference to be here, and that if you do kind of follow the rule then of 1 day for every hour of time difference to really make that adaptation, then they would be out here last week, but many of the teams just coming out kind of at the start of the week and trying to do it in double quick time, really. So they've not had a huge amount of practice either, so when the games begin.
National anthem of the People's Republic of China. The players shaking hands, wishing each other good luck and good sport, good curling. Just about to get this game underway.
Yeah, this isn't the first World Championship that this venue's hosted. Of course, back in 2014, the World Men's took place here. It's the first time that the Women's World Championship's taken place in China, although it has taken place in Asia on a few occasions previous to this.
Always such good camaraderie between teams. They know each other pretty well, competing on the World Tour. And those observant ones of you out there might notice what looks like some cracks on the ice. It is only the appearance of cracks, and it's only at paint level, way beneath the ice. No cracks on the actual surface that will impact play.
Yeah, we saw some challenges in kind of making the ice here a few years ago. They had some big problems with frost, so probably trying to fix some of the issues that they had then, and it's just been this kind of unfortunate kind of cracking in the ice, but it's only aesthetic really, so it certainly won't affect the quality of the play that we see today.
Stone colours for you: USA red, Scotland yellow. You'll buzz inside the arena in anticipation of this first session. You're queuing up outside as we arrived earlier today. And they're still pouring in, get themselves settled for the action. So our first player, Becca Hamilton, the lead, 26 years old, 11 years curling, from Madison, Wisconsin in the USA, sporting goods manager, first year on this team.
Yeah, it looks like a tight guard to start things off. So we'll see a lot of the teams kind of go into the house in the first stone of the week, but looks like USA feeling confident and wanting to try and put some early pressure on Scotland with that first call.
This is the Scottish lead, Lauren Gray. She's 25 now. 18 years a curler, my goodness. Newest member of this team. From Balfron, but born in Glasgow. Balfron, small town north of Glasgow in Scotland. And we have to say you are her big brother, Logan, so...
Yeah, definitely the most successful member of the Gray family, I would say. And she's made a good start there, coming around that guard. Gives that a nod of approval. Yeah, Lauren just joined the team in the kind of starting lineup this year. She was the alternate for the team on previous occasions, including the Olympic Winter Games in Sochi in 2014. Well, the first mistake here really just comes up a little bit shy and double guards the yellow stone at the top of the house, and a really nice opportunity early on with low risk for Scotland to split the rings to lie two. So going to try and draw one out to the right hand side of the house as we just saw it.
So Lauren Gray's second stone. Her sporting hero is Serena Williams.
So they'll be wanting this one kind of back of the tee line somewhere. And it's a really nice start to the World Championship for Lauren Gray, playing her first Worlds, of course.
Yeah, relatively new to the team as a player, but obviously has curled her in and around him for a long time. Here's Aileen Geving, she's 30, the second for USA from Duluth. Played in the World Women's Curling Championship in Japan in 2015. Second player for Scotland, Vicky Adams. Vicky, 27 now. Originally from Edinburgh, but lives in Stirling in Scotland. Winter Olympic bronze medal in Sochi.
Oh, bad miss there. Doesn't even manage to get out of shot position.
65 even this far out? Let's do 7. It's far out here, yeah.
There's the rules of play. 6 ends minimum. They've got 38-minute thinking time and 1 60-second timeout.
Wait for it. 8!
You have to be aware of the timings.
They're running. Running, not moving at all. We gotta go. Right to tee. Sarah.
Well, because of the kind of stagger on the two guards, then I'm sure USA would have liked to play a run back here, but they're forced to play something a bit more adventurous and come around, and slipped a little bit deep with that one. So USA are lying two, and there's looks difficult to make a double takeout at this juncture. So I think we'll see Scotland just settle to take this one in the wing.
Vicky Adams hoping to make up for that slight mistake in her previous stone.
Well, so often the way, isn't it, that you miss on the inside the first time and then you overcompensate the second time. The skip's made an adjustment for how you've thrown it the first time, and you miss on the other side.
Yeah.
We're talking tiny, tiny margins here, though.
Whichever. Yeah, probably. I don't think it's gonna be that slow here. No.
So you see what I was talking about there in the guards, with them crossing each other a little bit. No kind of direct run back available for the USA, so being forced to play this draw around the centre.
Tabitha Peters, third player, 28, from Burnsville, Minnesota. Lives in Minneapolis. And she's a pharmacist. And her sister, Tara, represented USA at World Championship level as well. So the family tradition continues.
Yeah, and Tabitha's played in teams that have been really close to making the playoffs. So finished 5th and 6th in all of her appearances at the World Championship so far. So maybe they'll go one better this year and get into the medal contention.
And her experience will be important for this team in this game. Scotland's third player, Anna Sloan. She's 26. Full-time athlete. 18 years been curling. Very much a way of life for this team, from Dumfries in Scotland.
Sorry, good. I just like weighing. I was scared to pop it. Good.
So we could hear there just lots of communication, the Scottish team trying to understand what kind of happened with Vicky Adams, two kind of errant stones here in the first end, so they can obviously make sure it doesn't happen in the future ends. And there is a lot of discussion needed at the start of these events. There's a lot of problem solving and working out the ice conditions and the stones. So, and it will change a lot throughout this game and throughout the week as well. So they really need to be on top of that, be extremely vigilant. I think the other thing about communication in here is that it's extremely loud here. There's got to be a couple of thousand people in this massive stadium all in watching, so there is a kind of a noise factor. So you might need to, the players might need to kind of use some hand signals to get the communication to the skiff.
That's good.
So we're still in this position where we've got a Scottish stone in behind the staggered guards, but a couple of misses there have allowed Scotland to now lie in shot position, and they're now drawing into lie 2 with the last stone in the first end.
This is going to go a bit further than they planned.
Good enough to lie 2, but they would have liked that one in front of the tee line, and it really gives USA an out here. The other danger stone here for the Scottish, anyway, is this red stone at the top of the 12-foot. That could be raised up at some stage, so I'm sure USA will be aware of that. But if this one doesn't quite work out, then at least they've got that option with their next one.
Always have a plan B and possibly a plan C. Things can change so quickly in this game.
Absolutely, Alison. It's not even just thinking about this shot. It's thinking a few shots ahead as well. So, but only 4 stones to come here.
Right, we're on to the skips stones now. This is our first look at Nina Roth, skip from Team USA. Born in Madison, Wisconsin. She's a nurse. Played in the Women's World Curling Championship as third player in 2010 in Swift Current in Canada.
Yeah, first appearance at international level in the senior ranks. And actually this, sorry, as a skip, let me qualify that. And interesting, this American team didn't actually win the national championships this year. They finished runner-up, but the qualification system was such that due to their performances on the World Curling Tour that they needed to finish in the top 2 at the National Championships to go to the Worlds, and they did that by finishing second to Jamie Sinclair and her team.
Quite sore for the other team, though.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult one to get your head around sometimes, but it's generally the way things are going. The funders of the sport in these countries, they want to send the teams that they feel are most consistent and best equipped and trained to get the best results on the international stage.
Eve Muirhead, skip from Scotland, hugely experienced, and she's only, well, a youngster still, full-time athlete.
Oh, she played an absolute beauty there. Just checked inside as well, so we may well see that red stone at the top of the 12-foot come into play.
Eve from Perth, lives in Stirling. World champion in 2013. And Olympic bronze medalist.
Well, interestingly, they're not choosing to play the tap up here. They're going to try and come around it. Does need to make sure they get fully buried by playing this shot, whatever they do. If there's anything showing, then you would expect Eve Muirhead just to pick it out for 3.
So already the pressure on Team USA and their skip.
Gotta go. Tons of room.
Well, early on the brushes here.
Tons of room still.
Needs to get into shot position. The sweepers are doing a great job here to drag it down there.
They certainly have. Well played, Nina Roth, and the sweepers, of course. Nicely done.
Yeah, great sweep in there to get it all the way down there. Went coast to coast on that one. They would have liked to get it a little bit further, but really, that is a super shot there. So now, kind of short run back takeout here for Eve Muirhead. These are the shots that she really relishes.
No, I don't think so.
Just a few feet between the 2 red stones should make the run back a little bit easier.
Yeah, heel.
So you can hear chatting to her teammates. Doesn't think it's going to curl too much. Last stone of this first end.
Must be close. Got it.
Very, very nicely played by Eve Muirhead. Great start from a Scotland point of view. Smiles all round. There we go, what a start after the first end. If you're Scottish and you're watching, USA 0, Scotland 3. So into the second end.
Okay.
This is our featured game. USA and Scotland. Scotland picking up 3 shots in that first end.
I knew it was David.
Great start for them.
I knew it.
What will they have learned from that first end, Logan, both teams?
I think the Scottish team will definitely be feeling more confident of the two. They've made an excellent start there. I don't think the play was absolutely perfect, but they certainly made the key shots well and set up that opportunity. And a really clinical couple of stones from Ymir Head is definitely going to make them feel good as we go into the second end. The kind of the outcome of the end aside, then there's also a bit of learning that takes place in the first end about the ice conditions especially, and I think going by that first stone by Lauren, then obviously it'll be a little bit faster than it was in the first end. We saw her make her 2 shots perfectly in the first, so these are the sort of adjustments that they'll need to make as the game goes on.
This set-up play, so important. Right placement with these early stones.
But already the tactics have changed massively. USA already choosing to throw 2 corner guards. So an aggressive start here, trying to put some stones up to create some cover to hide behind with their coming stones at second and third position. Of course, Scotland would have loved to just peel the guard off with their last stone, but there is such a thing as the free guard zone rule, which protects any of the stones in that kind of white area out in front of the house, the garden, if you like. So that rule is now over, and they can start to remove the wide ones, and a little bit of a hairy one there. So Nick Adams not making the strongest start. Did say before the game started that players haven't had a huge amount of opportunity to practice this week in the kind of run up to the event. They had a little bit of practice in the arena yesterday afternoon, but there may be just a little bit of rust in some of the players out there.
Growing very much in the States at the moment. It's played in more than 44 states. Growth of indoor ice facilities, about 20,000 curlers, 170 clubs. It's only 10,000 in 2002. So the Olympic Games has had a huge impact in terms of Americans wanting to curl, which is great to see. Wisconsin, which is where a couple of these Americans are from, has the largest concentration of curlers. They've got nearly 4,000.
Yeah, that's the model that a lot of the countries are following. They're really playing on the Olympic Games and putting lots of funding into these elite players in their country to create a lot of interest on the TV at home and get more people into the sport at the grassroots level.
Adams a bit happier there with that one.
Good job.
Scotland has about 20,000 curlers, 22 curling rinks across the country.
Yeah, good to see the national governing body, the Royal Caledonian Curling Club, taking a greater interest in hosting international events as well. They bid to the WCF for 4 events between 2016 and 2020. Of course, hosted the European Curling Championships in Glasgow in December this season. And that was the first of the 4. A nice double take out there by the United States.
There's the Scotland coach, Glenn Howard. He knows a thing or two about curling, doesn't he?
He sure does, doesn't he? He's pretty much flown straight here from the Briar in Newfoundland, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, which just finished last weekend. Kind of finished middle of the road. Still competing at the top level at 54 years of age.
Been with this team about a year now, is it, I think? And can you see a difference or change in style of their play?
I think the main thing that Glenn was brought in for is some kind of strategic influence. There's no doubt that in Scotland that Team Muir have received all the kind of support that they need, but being able to bring in arguably the greatest tactician ever in curling is too good an opportunity to turn down, and being able to bring somebody like that along to your tournaments and pick their brains and understanding is going to have a huge influence on your team going forward.
There's Anne Swisshelm, a hugely experienced coach for Team USA. Lives and breathes curling.
Well, she certainly does. She's the chief of the WCF Athletes Commission as well, so really kind of gathers the troops really to influence the direction of the sport in the international level, get the representation of the opinions of the players.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, good. Good. Just
You get the feel that Anne
yeah.
is
Just the ad.
mentally throwing every single stone out there. She's so passionate about the game.
1, 10, 9, 9, or 10.
What do you like? 10?
10. 10.
How's that look?
So you'll have heard the word 10 or the number 10 getting thrown around there. That's the time between the two hog lines that they'll be judging the speed of the stone on to make the takeout. So they're looking for somewhere around 10 seconds between the hogs. Just over curls a fraction and jams it on the back one.
Yeah.
So Scotland not really in too much trouble here. USA haven't managed to generate the play to go behind the corner guards. And if Scotland can just make a direct nose hit here, then it's quite a long roll for USA to hide one with their next one.
Every player has their own set routine before they deliver, and they build up like kind of like a golf swing. It's twitches or movements, or always do the same routine.
Okay, good.
Well, maybe gets a little bit of an unwanted roll there. I'm sure they would have been quite happy to keep that on the centre line. That just makes the hit and roll a little bit easier for USA.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is she can probably get under that, but get the roll, which is unfortunate. Doesn't even matter if she gets shots. Hopefully I have a double or something.
Okay. Do you like the same turn I played?
I think I have to play a 9-5 if I play that turn.
Sure. Same room at 9-5.
Bit of discussion between Skip and Vice Skip.
You guys can throw a 9-5. I don't really want to experiment and play inside out. But
Yeah.
Roll. Okay.
So quite clearly going for the roll here. Ideally, they would like to get to remain in shot position here. Just need to make sure they still out count that back one.
9-5.
Sounds like they've overcurled here a little bit. Doesn't manage to get the double either. So it looks like USA are going to be forced to just to score one here.
Like if it's properly solid, okay?
Solid.
Are you going the same way? Yeah. I think just the same way. It was just.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Same way. Firm.
Well, a big let off there. Maybe a little bit more weight and runs a bit straight. And rolls out of the rings. Missed opportunity there for Eve Muirhead.
Shakes her head.
That now provides the opportunity for the USA to blank here in this second end and keep that last stone advantage to try and generate a multiple score in the next end. They'll try and remove that yellow stone and roll their own shot stone out of the rings so that there's no score here in this second end.
Oh, last stone of the second end. And she's got it on her sheet.
Trying to sweep it out. Will it go?
And it does, so the end is blanked. No points, no score. It stays as is. And the USA get the chance to rebuild for a better score in end number 3. So after 2, USA 0, Scotland 3.
Yeah, it's quite long.
We can chat.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future super fan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
Held on to it.
Okay, come
Line up.
good. Hard. Hard, then line's good. Line's really good, Anna. Okay, this is good. 14-4.
Watching live coverage from the World Women's Curling Championship 2017. We're in the Beijing Capital Gymnasium in Beijing in the People's Republic of China. And this is our featured game between the USA and Scotland. That's the current score. USA 0, Scotland 3, and we're into this third end. USA hoping to build up something here. Get on the scoreboard. Take the game to Scotland, so they need to be very assertive, I think, in this third end. I hope maybe for a couple of mistakes from Scotland.
Well, it is still early days here for Team USA. If you're going to lose a big score like score of 3, then there's no doubt you want to do it as early in the game as possible to give you a little bit of time to retrieve the deficit.
Little sauce.
Scotland are the most experienced team in the whole of this championship. An average of 19.8 years curled. That's a lot of curling per team member.
Yeah, and crazy when you consider the age of the players as well. Really just between kind of, what, 25 and 29 or something like that.
Could go on another 10 years anyway.
Yeah, there's no doubt, though, that it's a much tougher graft these days for these players to continue to compete at the top level. In the past, is very much people could continue with their careers and their families, and there wasn't as much expectation and time commitment.
But the rewards, Logan, now are phenomenal in the sport. You know, Olympic medals and big sponsorship for certain teams. It's out there if you work hard and you're good enough, talented enough.
Yeah, absolutely. It all comes with the professionalisation of the sport. And has that one creeped into the rings? If it has, it's a super drop. You're certainly having a good look at it. And I don't think she's particularly interested anyway. She's just going to peel the guard. But just talking about the professionalisation of the sport, one of the big differences of the players out there on the ice, you see they're all extremely fit and spend a lot of time conditioning themselves to be able to compete at the top level throughout a long week at these international championships.
Stamina is key. Games can be long, and sweeping so important as well. Leaner, fitter, stronger. Let's check out that China-Canada game into the second end there. On sheet D, 0-0 at the moment. Roman, the Canadian skip, with the last stone. Let's see what happens here.
Well, a chance for a big score. Oh, and what a fabulous shot that is.
Delicately played, nudges that red away. Wow.
You know, a lot of teams would have just kind of hit that hard and tried to make sure they scored 2 or 3, but to play it with that kind of delicate way, it makes it all the more difficult. Not necessarily knowing the ice conditions necessarily in the week. And fabulous shot.
So important end from Canada's point of view. 4-0, they lead there. Back to our featured game. With a big score in the first end. What can USA manage here? Can Scotland limit that opportunity?
Well, another mistake here from Vicky Adams. Just can't get those red stones to do what she wants them to do at the moment. Usually so good at those peels and big weight takeouts. Good setup in the centre of the sheet though for Scotland, with the 2 yellow stones directly in line. I think they're trying to make a freeze here on the yellow stone at the top of the forefoot, but running it a bit wide. Well, maybe the weight just beating this one, so choosing to go around it. And actually finds not too bad a spot. Well, quite a tricky one here for Scotland. They don't really want to open up the centre of play by running the guard back and missing, because that might just take the play towards the corner guard. The stones are reasonably close together, so I'll probably give it a go. So yellow onto red is the call here. Super shot maker Anna Sloan skipped herself at the World Championships. In 2009.
Well, that wasn't quite the plan.
2011, my apologies. Yeah, and that was always the worry there in trying to play that shot. One good thing that's happened is that they did manage to keep the guard close to the center line, so that forces the USA to keep the red stones closer together, but now USA lying too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we want it above that one, but that one's splitting two lines, so.
Okay.
Room.
5, 6, 5.
Play off it.
5. Wait only. Yep.
Yellow line.
Yes.
Only with head line.
Yes.
Hard line.
Hard.
Well, is this by the guard? I don't think so.
See it moving.
Okay.
Wait was fine.
Yeah, nice way.
No, they just lost that one a little bit early, kind of curled on them a bit more
We wait.
early than expected.
At a 75. So that was going to be a good little lap. Yeah.
It's always interesting to see how these kind of end sheets play out throughout the week. They can tend to be a little bit kind of one-sided in that one hand will maybe curl more than the other, or one side will curl more. Great shot there by Anna Sloan to get a couple of them to go away, and gets the shooter under cover as well.
That's a nailer for sure.
Yep, Skipper's very pleased with that one. Well done on that, she says.
Good recovery from her there.
Yeah.
Not that she played the first one down, but nailed it.
Yeah.
Always great to hear their reactions to their shots, isn't it? It's a real privilege to have that insider.
Line's good.
They've got an ear on the window of their
Line's really
plate.
good. Five. Starting to go now.
Only if we have to.
Line.
6.
Line's good. Still got room. Finishing.
Get ready.
Finishing hard. Finishing
Hurry,
early.
hurry.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah, really good. Go, go, go. Yeah, make it better. Hurry. Go, go,
Trying to get this one to come round a bit more.
Another good effort, but probably still at least half of that stone seen from the hack. It's a little bit scary playing these shots around your own yellow there. If they ever chipped out their own Yellowstone by over curling here, then that would leave USA the chance to lie 3. So you need to be a little bit careful here. And we've seen a couple of the stones swinging hard off this barrier side.
She'll be aware of that.
Yeah, it's important to not be too aware of it, though, if you know what I mean. Then you can end up overthrowing and missing altogether. So I think they need to be aware of it and where they place the brush, but then put it out of their mind to make the shot. Just throw the line in the way, and hopefully you'll get the result.
Let's see how the line is looking. See the house revealed.
A good shot. Doesn't manage to get the red stone out of the rings, but good enough, really. Does enough for Scotland to lie 2. And they were almost a little bit too careful with the line call there. Hit it a little bit higher than planned.
Right. So that's why I feel like hitting doesn't really do much. Yeah. Unless we wanted to do that one and roll in front of this one. That's guarded, you know? Okay.
So a couple of options here. They could draw around the stone at the top of the there, the yellow stone there. They could try and freeze the wide one. Would also be an option that still keep a multiple score in the equation.
No, draw.
But I think Tabitha Peterson absolutely right either way, that takeout doesn't really achieve a huge amount here, because it's really easy for Scotland just to throw another one into lie 2, and that would force the one.
90.
Yeah.
Find a way of getting more than one here. Team USA.
It's stuck.
Well, 4 or 5 is usually front of the house. The sweepers are definitely taking it further than that. Can they get it hidden? Not quite.
Better than the previous one, though.
Yeah,
but it's
great.
still vulnerable.
A great attempt, actually. Another super draw by Nina Roth.
I like it, but it is tight because of the curl there. You're making it do it now.
Well, interestingly, it looks like Scotland might be going for a freeze here. Here's another look at this one coming around the centre here.
Switching sides. The sweepers just trying to get it over to that side. Good effort.
Yeah, both the sweepers going to the left-hand side there to save having to dance amongst the stones at the front of the house. Well, an interesting call here for Scotland.
That usually means that it's not something you would have done.
No, it's I wouldn't say that. I think they're maybe a little bit worried that they might remove the red stone and then rumble the wide yellow to leave a shot for 3. So they feel like they can force the one here by making the freeze.
The freeze, not an easy shot either.
Well, they've not got the line right here. And that leaves a draw for 2 for the USA out of nothing.
Yeah, maybe they should have gone with the plan A, whatever that was. Meantime, let's check on Italy, Sweden on sheet B. On the third end, and it's 1 apiece at the moment.
Yeah, good opportunity this week for Anna Hasselborg to get back up on the horse after the disappointment of losing the European Championship final in Glasgow in December. The shot to win the game and couldn't walk through the door by making a good start there against Italy and leading by 3 shots to 1.
Yeah, picking up a couple of points there. Hasselborg, Sweden. And if this all goes according to plan, I see she'll pick up a couple here, which gets them right back in it.
Should be a bit of a formality here after throwing this exact shot with the first on.
And there we go.
She's like, soft, soft.
They'll be delighted with the way that particular end finished. Team USA right back in this game. Still early days, but it's now USA 2, Scotland 3 after 3.
Yeah. I think it's really fun.
So there were the numbers of this game so far.
18.
It's up to USA 2, Scotland 3. To this fourth end.
45?
Alison Walker and Logan Gray bringing you live commentary on this, our feature game in the first session of round-robin action. I hope you're enjoying it. Looks like we have a game on our hands now. Still a long, long way to go, though.
Yeah, well, only 3 of the 10 regulation ends played so far, and a good example there from the USA of showing the importance of controlling the last stone, controlling the hammer, and making sure you get a multiple score. They would have been looking just for a minimum of a score of 2 to get back into the game after a disappointing first end, and that's what they managed to do there in the third end.
Thanks.
I'm good. 3. Gotta go. 3. Breathe. Right to it. 3.
Yep.
All the way. Get
Hold it
center.
straight down.
Yeah. Hard. Hard. Oh, line him up.
Go, 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 go. Yep. Little more, little more. Yep, yep.
Sweepers working hard.
Sorry.
Get this into position.
You on that one first.
Yeah, and USA still being aggressive. I think their first guard a little bit longer than they would have been looking for, so choosing to play the double centre guard option. The problem with that here is that Scotland now have the chance to throw another one into the house to lie to, and they have the last stone here in the fourth.
Line tight. Line good. Yeah. Line good. Line good. Anna. You can go, guys. No, no, no. Hard. Come on, go. Hard, Anna.
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Well, that's not what Scotland wanted. Now 3 centre guards out there. Just a reminder about the kind of general strategy of the game. The team with the last stone, Scotland in this instance, wanting to keep the centre line reasonably open so they can ensure a score with their last stone. So at the moment, although Scotland lying 1, quite a nice position for the United States.
I had an 82, but she let go early.
They could ever make a freeze down here on the shot position, and Scotland would be in quite a lot of trouble.
Yep. Gotta make it move.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Right here. Right here. Go, 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 go.
They've not quite got the line right here, but the weight's
Very nice,
perfect.
Eileen. That a girl.
Time one of the other games we haven't seen yet is Switzerland against Germany, third end. Swiss, the current world champions, not this team, and always there or thereabouts. So let's see how Alina Pats plays this last stone. There's a real guddle up there. Look at the red stones, the yellows disappear. My word, what a shot by Alina. Looks like 4 for Switzerland. Fantastic stuff from their point of view. 3 ends played. And she would have enjoyed that one, Logan.
Oh, she sure does have a fantastic shot there by the 2015 world champion.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Switzerland winning 4 of the last 5 World Women's Championships, so
As long as our shooter rolls
Alina
back.
off to a good start there.
Hit half and make sure you roll behind it.
I like downweight though, like board or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Big
think
nine.
all of it, right?
What do you have?
10.
I've got, yeah. I've got, I mean, if we hit what I see, we're
What kind of
good.
weight?
Board. Or 10, she said? 10.
Well, meanwhile, in our featured game, Scotland trying to do some tidy up work with all these guards out in front. Not doing a great job of it. And now USA with another chance to play around here.
Maybe 10, 5. Close.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
High.
The Sweepers were onto this one early.
Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Yep, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. All right. Very nice.
And nicely played.
Hot. Hot. Go.
Well,
Alex,
Scotland kind of want to open up the centre here, but they also don't like how close that red stone is to the button.
That. Because even.
I don't mind that.
So they're going to prioritise removing the red stone in the button over removing the guards on this occasion.
So that's down to Vicky Adams.
Yeah! Wait, it's easy! Yeah! Hard, Nana! Hard again! Whoa! Wait, it's good. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! 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 You got it. Hardy!
Hard. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Who's off there?
Well, good shot there by Vicky Adams, but USA now the chance to hit and lie 3. None of them at the moment in particularly menacing positions.
You got pretty far.
Scotland will still be concerned by these guards out the front, though. It's going to make it extremely difficult to score if USA could ever hide one in behind them. Oh, again, nice and close to the button. Doesn't fully get behind the cover there. They would just like to roll another stone further.
Great way.
But great attempt.
I don't know how far we want it behind the tee, so it's gonna.
Yeah. I feel ya.
I think that's about as good as we can make it.
More than Becky! Hold it! Wait up! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Nice long left-handed player for Scotland.
Vicky! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hardy! Hard!
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, that is a good shot. Rolls out to the wing.
That's good.
There's an update for you on the screen.
9-5.
It's happening where? On the other sheets.
Yeah, 4-0 for Canada against China, 4-0 for Switzerland against Germany, and Sweden 3-1 up on Italy.
Some big scores out there.
Hurry! Hard! Yeah!
Gotta go.
Nice try. Good job.
I don't know, no, it's inside out. It's like,
So USA
With the
lying
point that I
3,
have,
but
it breaks kind
none of them in
you know.
great position.
This is very hard. This, we're losing the shooter.
Well, again, 2 options here for Scotland. They draw around the centre or they freeze out in the wing. There's a lovely little pocket in those 2 red stones just past Eve as we look at her
Which
now.
way do you like? Probably this way.
Because it's, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, Hannah.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah.
I've had two turns here, they're good.
So again, choosing to go around the centre here. So the slight mistake the USA made in the last end was being right on the button, and that allowed Scotland to at least try and make a freeze to force them just to score 1. So Scotland will be looking for this one a little bit higher in the house, but still fully buried behind the guards.
Whoa! 5, 6, 7,
Vicky,
8. Whoa! Look heavy!
Okay, good.
Well, almost an exact replica, even drifts past the button here. Now, if USA ever make a freeze right on that stone, it's going to be very difficult for Scotland to score. That was always the risk in playing around the middle.
That looks good. Yeah, let's go.
So not an easy shot here by any means for the USA, but definitely a high
doable.
reward. High
It's
reward
doable if
possible
they
here
can-
as well.
Yeah,
All right, let's go.
worth the risk.
Same as, wait, 90, 95, 90.
Well, you know, if she makes this shot, then
All right.
all of a sudden it looks like it's going to be a tied game, just like back at the start.
Intense concentration. And facing Wiener off. Important shot.
7, 6, 7, 7. Line's good. 7.
Starting to go.
Line's great. 7. It's running a bit. 7. It's coming down.
7 is
Go
T-line.
ahead.
No.
T-line. It's got to curl a little bit.
Don't want to bounce off this. Oh, that's poor swooping there by the Americans. Just misjudged that one, and even if they were at the front of the button there, it would have been really difficult for Scotland to score too. So
Could the sweepers have made the difference there?
We must do because we're coming round.
Well, I don't know if they could have made the shot perfect there, but they certainly could have made it a lot more difficult for Scotland by leaving it shorter. So perhaps a little bit of a lack of tactical awareness shown there by the sweepers, and it's really important that the full team understands the tactics and the stone positioning required of the stones.
Okay.
And USA just coming up a little bit short on that one.
Yes.
So now it should be quite a straightforward draw for 2.
Yeah, bit of a let-off for Scotland. I expect Eve Muirhead to make this, I think, too much trouble.
Well, you know, Alison, this is the difference we're talking about. If USA make that stone perfect by being, whatever, 3 or 4 inches shorter, then the USA still won this tied game. Instead, Scotland drawing for what should be a straightforward score of 2. And it's a 3-shot swing based on a few inches in the finishing position of that stone. Looking wide at the moment.
They need to give it a bit, aren't they? My goodness. Oh, there we go. It just shows anything can happen in this game.
Hey, just didn't feel the line there, did it?
No, USA getting away with one there.
It's a wee opportunity missed there as well from a Scottish point of view.
We were here.
My apologies, Alison. There's still 2 to come. Got a bit ahead of myself.
Oh, so did I. There's 2 more stones, of course. Getting too excited.
Yeah. I mean, a little less weight
Oh,
probably.
but even still, it's an even
we still
better
missed that guard by
opportunity
a
this
ton.
time for the United
And
States.
Hudson
You look
Room,
at
so I think
that
that's good.
wall of stones that they can now draw against.
It's only a smidge less.
If they ever locked one right in between the red and the yellow stone, it's going to be extremely difficult for Scotland to score.
So, just a little.
Right, so now we are on to the last
Wait,
2
but-
stones.
Not
Firstly,
a lot. We can always play off that yellow.
We'll wait for it.
Team USA.
So still a 90?
Yeah.
95.
Oh, this is one of these situations where you're just praying that your opposition stone doesn't make the final shot.
Weight's good. 7.
Quite a few stones down this line now, and we've seen the last couple kind of
Really good.
perhaps running an extra few feet than they expected, so maybe getting a little bit faster in the ice conditions all the time.
6, 7. Line's good. 7. 7.
7 again would indicate the T-line. Pretty good.
It's looking quite good. It's looking quite good.
Oh, perfect shot.
So we have asked the question.
Oh, you know, I think they've played that extremely well. They may even be lying 2 just by bumping it a little bit.
The yellow?
Yeah.
Scotland in huge bother here.
I didn't realize how far over. We're saying 7 the whole time.
I'm not sure. I think that yellow might be counting.
So I just some
That's the second.
I think Scotland very much a victim of their own creation here. They chose to play around the centre guard, which is fine if you make it, but if you miss, then you can end up in a position like this.
Sure? No, it's cool. What do you think? Can that go wrong?
The players coming up to take a look, which is the second stone here.
Can that go wrong now?
How does that change their thinking if they are?
Well, if they're lying, I think they're struggling to see a way to only lose one. Such was the quality of that last stone of Nina Roth. So they're really kind of just trying to make sure that they don't lose two at this point. So it looks to me like they're just throwing this one away. They must be pretty confident that it is only one.
Last stone of the fourth. Muirhead just turning her back on this. This one just been thrown away. And it is one red to Team USA.
Surprised that the USA didn't put a measure on that second one. It's always worth a go, isn't it?
Still pretty good end from their point of view. Certainly the skip will be pleased with her final stone. Always good to get those shots in the bank, isn't
That's
it?
okay. We had to make sure that we didn't lose line.
Then you can see I've done it before, I can do it again. So after four, it's now a tie game. USA 3, Scotland 3.
2.5. Good. Right. We get a little break after this one, so. How are we doing on time?
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future super fan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for two people for just $20.29. Las Vegas runs.
That heck? Yeah, that really grabbed.
Yeah.
That went sideways. Really good. You were nice and positive about.
I did 93 on that. We need more than that.
So nothing to choose between these two teams now. Going into this fifth end. 3-3. Scotland with the hammer. Hoping to put something significant on the board ahead of the half-time, the fifth end break.
Line only. Line only.
Yeah, and an impressive comeback from USA after giving up 3 in the first end. They've really been patient and taking their chance as well in the third and fourth end.
Swing it! Swing it! Swing it!
It's really easy in these positions to kind of panic after losing a big score earlier on and start throwing the kitchen sink around, and all of a sudden the game's over by half-time. But not USA, they've really picked their spots well.
Yeah. And then if anyone gets off, it's stab Natalie.
I think it's been one of the key kind of battles in the out there on the ice has been that lead between Becca Hamilton and Lauren Gray. We saw Lauren with great setup in the first end and converted into a score of 3, and then since then Lauren not getting the positioning right and Becca Hamilton doing a good job, and all of a sudden USA right back in there and tied after 4 ends.
Hurry! Right to it! Right to it! Right to it! All the way!
Oh, another good one here.
That's good. Is that one slower?
Nestling right up beside that yellow one. Right, sheet B. Let's see what's happening there for you. Italy against Sweden. Sweden 3-1 up. This is the fourth end. Final stone. Team Germany.
Yeah, and it's just a steal of one, I think it was there. 4-1 after 4 there, Switzerland against Germany.
Big eye. Use your eyes. Don't think it is. He is back. We can be back. Yeah. Hard, Donna. Hard, Donna. Hard, Donna. Hard, Donna.
This is where the fitness comes into work. Drag this stone down.
They'll try and split the house there. And have they done enough to lie to? I'm not quite sure. But looks like USA going to remove it anyway.
Yeah, I think it is 2 yellow counters.
Yeah, the difference here from the setup in this end to that in the first end, it was a similar idea they were trying to execute, but with the Scottish stone being higher in the house, then it gives USA the chance to try and play a big hit and roll behind the centre stones and be above the tee line and closer to the middle. And just hits a little bit too thin.
Yep, that one's away too. Red one. Off it goes.
So I think we'll see Scotland try the same again here, but maybe a little bit deeper into the house.
Let's see the conclusion of this fourth end on sheet B. Italy and Sweden. And Gaspari with her last stone, the last stone of the game, of this end rather. Looking a little bit concerned.
Yeah, it's all with the sweepers now, all 3 of them out there. And drawing against a few.
Oh, is it going to get, how far is it going to go? Oh my goodness. It's just made it. We get one back. Italy 2, Sweden 3 after 4.
Yeah, Italy's staying alive there, really.
It looked like a sigh of relief there from their skip.
Another mistake there from Vicky Adams. Comes up way short of the house, trying to split the rings. I mean, they were probably 15 to 18 feet out on that one. Maybe not quite as much as that. So USA really forced to try and come around the centre.
Again, the girls working so hard.
Great sweeping again. Just so it gets into shot position. Well, you can see there that most of the stone seen from the hack here for Vicky Adams. The key here is to try and make the roll away to the wing and lie to. Is it sticking? It isn't. Well, that just took a little...
Yeah, it spun back, didn't it? Yeah. It might. Doesn't look like it's in from that angle.
Our red's not moving. Yeah.
All right, what do you think here?
90, 95. 90.
Is that a nice?
This is, yeah. Good move.
Becca. Eileen, help her.
Yeah.
Help her.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, gotta get Mary. Go, Becca.
And they're looking like better depth on this one. And with those two stones at the front of the house being kind of half checked, then it just makes any sort of raised takeout all the more difficult and actually impossible in this situation
And if we
for
do
Scotland.
this, it's good as well. Just the stagger is going to take two to move it.
So all that means that Scotland may be having to play more difficult shots, and just a soft weight takeout called here to try and bend it around those two stones at the front of the house. Of course, with the less weight, then the stone curls a little bit more, giving them more access to the stone.
Yeah. Wade's good. Hard, Vicky. Whoa.
It looks like they might be over curling here.
Oh, just sneak past that guard.
That's good.
Good.
Looks like a decent end result,
That's
though,
nice, Anna.
for Scotland.
Yeah, that was definitely the second option. We heard Eve call it. They wanted to remove that kind of staggered check on the two stones, and they've done that, relying second and third shot as well. Just makes that red stone a little bit more vulnerable in the forefoot there.
What if we... Do you
Ryan,
like
take a
Kitty?
look.
Vulnerable and
She
accessible.
won't be able to hear us. You gotta...
Yeah, you're right. I feel like we have to hit.
What?
I think we have to hit that.
You gotta make sure you roll. It's better to go open than.
This is deeper than I thought, though. 'Cause I thought if we
Yeah.
came here that they'd have an in-up.
I mean, they can play it, but this probably goes into that.
It's pretty flat. I think it goes over top.
She's got to throw a lot of weight and at least. I mean, it's off her own. I just don't want to sit here and make it easier for them.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you thinking?
Well, I thought this was
It's pretty
up here
flat.
more. Yeah. What about, like, right here?
I don't mind that.
Then she comes in and hits this.
For
She
one.
just played this.
Do you like this? Or do you
I
like
don't mind that.
shorter? Yeah?
I kind of like coming in. Let's do that.
As long as we can bury.
It has to be buried.
I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise you sit
Just
up a
let us know
double.
when to switch
I
and
mean,
we'll go.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
I think
You
I'd
know
rather
the
be
line.
short.
Okay, let's do that.
Either short or do you have any of this?
The first real bit of discussion we've actually seen
I don't mind
in
this.
this game.
I only have like a third.
Just freeze.
The only thing is if it doesn't vary perfectly, Tad, they have a double.
They might have an in-up.
Right.
If I'm high, they have an in-up. Let's do this.
Is that a guard or a round?
Okay.
Well, lots of options here. They could throw a guard, which is what Nina Ross
This side is center.
indicating here, but they're just worried that that red stone in there is a little bit lonely. They could make a takeout on the yellow stone on the left-hand side, but then they're worried about setting up a double. They could throw a draw towards the yellow on the right-hand side of the 8-foot, but then again, they're worried about setting up a double or an opportunity at least to roll the USA stones together. So it looks like a guard in the end.
Just clean.
And I think the other option they discussed is a freeze on their own stone, and that could set up a double as well. So I think USA in a strong position at the moment. They just don't want to make things any easier
1, 2.
for Team Scotland. So choosing to throw the easy shot.
Let me know when.
No,
Just a
Whoa,
test.
whoa, whoa.
Keep putting the pressure on Scotland.
that's good.
Good shot, Tad. Shoot.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it jams anything in the house, really. Do you like...
A double peel called here
Yeah.
from Scotland, wanting to open up a way into that red stone on the button. I think this is a smart, astute call here.
Yeah. Oh! We're good. Pull it back in. Good.
Job done.
Good.
I think that was good.
Yeah.
Sorry, mixed group. Yeah, that's all.
Well, the only thing the USA need to be wary of here is that they can continue to throw a guard on this stone, and there's no easy shot to remove the red, but it does leave that yellow on the right-hand side of the free guard zone that could be raised onto the red to maybe get 2 or 3. Tough shot, but you do need to be aware of those kind of shots out there. And there's no doubt that Eve Muirhead will have her eye on that one just now as a kind of a final option, really.
So let's see what Nina Roth can come up with here. Certainly had a bit more of a spring in their step since the last couple of ends.
Got to curl.
Scotland a bit on the back foot.
Got to curl a lot. Hard back. Hard back up. Gotta go. Gotta go back.
Oh, this needs to cross the center line, and it hasn't. So kind of blocks the path down on the out turn, but does leave a straight raise takeout for Scotland. That red stone just played there by Nina Roth could still be useful for her last one to hide behind.
This curls a wee bit here. I know how difficult they are. They do like move.
She makes it just right. So it could jam into that.
Yeah. And now I can't really get to this one because that one's up there.
We saw a similar kind of takeout going the same direction in the first end, made by Eve Muirhead. Well, stuffs it, and USA still lying 1.
Nina, I just tripped over that, but I don't know.
What if we
So-
come here?
We can guard both, right? You threw this draw.
What if we draw in here? Second shot.
As long as there's enough room. I mean, back here is better than. Back here is better than.
I mean,
you know, leaving a double.
well, if it's here, she doesn't have a double. Yeah. Does she?
I like that. She can. There's room to play it. The good turn, right?
Yeah, but if that's really steep,
Yeah, I
right?
kind of like the out turn.
I don't like the option. What? We play this
I
way.
like taking the out turn that way.
Yeah, as long as we're
This
second
way?
anywhere in
Yeah,
here.
because if
it's
anything,
fine
I have
to
to
me.
overcurl.
You like that better than being up? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I think I can go here.
So this is where we had those draws in.
Well, what
three or
USA
whatever.
want to do here is to draw another one into the 8 foot to lie 2. Just a little bit wary to not leave any double takeouts.
Middle.
I think they're looking at somewhere around the back of the 4 foot in the kind of the southwest quadrant as we're looking at it just now. Could potentially leave a raised takeout for Eve Muirhead
we're a
to
little inside
score
pass.
3 or 4, but I can't really see them taking it on and risk giving up the lead. And I'm sure that's what USA are doing here. They're anticipating what Scotland will want to do with their last stone. Well, it's another big shot here for Nina Roth. Seen a few terrific draws already in this game. Needs another one here. Supers are going to sleep tonight. They've had a few huge sweeps. Good enough to lie 2. Is there a double on? I think there could be.
Even if it jams over, Vicky. Okay, this will not do very much, don't think. Like, even if it's there, we just need to move that. Yeah.
So USA really needed to get that one down to the tee line to prevent this opportunity for Scotland. And you know what? If they get it absolutely perfect,
It's a few shots to Scotland.
could be as many as 4 if that one on the left-hand side is in.
Yeah.
Certainly turn this game on its head a bit.
It's quite an easy shot here as well. They just need to hit around 2/3 of the stone, and that'll create enough pace to push that red stone sideways out the house.
Eve Muirhead absolutely loves going for these types of shots. Let's see what happens. Fifth end, last stone. Whoa! It's a really good effort by Eve Muirhead, and they've secured the 3. What an outcome from a Scotland point of view. Fantastic stuff from Scotland and Eve Muirhead. There we go. Another 3 for Scotland after 5. We go to the break. USA 3, Scotland 6.
Here in draw 1, first end, Scotland against the USA. Here's Eve Muirhead with the final stone. Just a short run back double to score 3. Made it absolutely perfectly. A dream start for Scotland. Blank in the second, and then here on to the third end. Super draw from Nina Roth with her first stone. Sets up the chance to score 2. Forces a miss from Eve Muirhead. Nicely done. Makes it a one-shot game after 3 ends. Scotland 3, USA 2. And then here into the fourth end. Nice little cluster of stones around the button here for Nina Roth. Great chance to steal here. And well swept here, right down, and plonks one in between the yellow and the red stone. That would be good enough for a steal of 1 for the USA, and a tied game after 4 ends. And then on to the fifth end. It was a score of 3 for Scotland, 6-3 after 5. So here's Switzerland against Germany. We already saw a score of 4 in the third end with a super raised takeout from Elena Patz, 2015 world champion. And a very straightforward double takeout here to score 3. And that blows the game wide open now. After 5 ends, it's Switzerland 7 and Germany 1.
Some big scores out on the ice there. On sheet B, 6th end, Italy 2, Sweden 3. 7-1, as we've been hearing, Swiss over Germany. And on sheet D, Canada 5-1 up, 6th end there, after a big score in the second end for Team Canada.
They just do the same thing. Remember, no difference. Oh, I was just gonna do that. Pretty tough on that class. Thanks so much. Pretty tough on that. Okay. Let's make sure that we have. Let's get 2 here. 2.
So we know the scoreline, 6-3 to Scotland. But there's the other stats. And the USA up in terms of percentages, draws and hits, and the 1 stolen point. But the one that really matters is the 6-3 scoreline.
Yeah, it's just been a couple of key shots really that have made the difference. We've seen the Scottish front end struggle a little bit, but the back end playing well, and Eve Muirhead definitely making a couple of big shots along the way.
So they've had their half-time chat and provisions, energy bars, water to guide them through this last part of the game. Key part, keep that stamina going, keep the concentration levels high. And USA behind, but they've clawed their way back before in this game, so want to get off to a good start in this 6th end.
I think they'll be really disappointed. I mean, they played really well through the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and most of the 5th end to get back into the game after that loss of 3 in the 1st, and just to come up a couple of feet short there on a relatively straightforward draw. It's a cruel game sometimes. But you're absolutely right, Alison. USA have shown that they've got the capability to turn over this Scottish team when the chips are down. But they're going to have to do it all over again from square one, really.
Top 4, guys. Just top 4, line's good.
Scotland will just need to keep doing the basics well. Making sure of the placement of these lead stones is key. We've seen how it's impacted on the latter stages of the end.
So Lauren's first one goes to the back of the 8-foot. Second one does a better job in staying in front of the tee. And we saw USA using this double corner guard tactic earlier in the game, putting it to good effect as well.
Looks real short. Gotta go. Gotta go. Yep. Looks real short. Let's go. 17.
Well, leaves a little bit of an angle in the 2 guards here, and the 3 guards will rule over. Vicky Adams maybe with a chance to remove both of these reds. She got it. She does. Pushes it into the house. I think we'll see USA put a guard on that one now.
Big 2's good.
If you're just joining us, you're most welcome. You're watching the World Women's Curling Championship 2017. We're in the Beijing capital gymnasium in the Chinese capital, Beijing. And this is our featured game between the USA and Scotland. Round robin action getting underway today. This is the first session. We've seen some great stuff so far. Alison Walker, Logan Gray bringing you all the action.
All over on sheet D on the other side of the arena. Here's the final stone of the 6th end, Rachel Holman. already leading by 5 shots to 1, but facing a few Chinese counters. And they definitely don't want to let the home nation back into this one. Oh, makes a super double takeout there.
Bit of a save, that one. A potent shot from Canada's point of view, makes it 6-1. 6-3 in our featured game on sheet 8. Six in now. The real business end of this game.
Atta girl. That's great.
Sit my, yeah.
No, Scotland going defensive here. They don't have the last stone and they don't have any cover either on the centre of the sheet. So a little bit of work to be done here by Scotland if they're going to prevent a multiple score for USA. No, rolls everything to the centre. So that yellow guard in a little bit of a nuisance position now for the USA, and that is blocking the way into the button, but USA making a nice call here and choosing to draw to the wing. Try and spread the red stones out to prevent any chances of double takeout.
T-line. 5, 7. Take a look. 5. Starting to move now. Curl's good. 5. Yeah. Line's great. Rebecca, stay on it. T-line. 14-8. Yep. Go, ladies.
Well, Supers again having to work hard.
Go. Yep. Let's go.
Gets a piece.
Good speed. It's good.
Meantime, let's just check out that Italy-Sweden game for you. 3-2. Italy hanging on in there. 6th end on sheet B. What can Sweden get out of this? All will be revealed. There we go. Goodness me, that looks like a decent score for them. That is a significant lead now. 3 for Sweden. 6-2 up now after 6. So taking control of that game against the Italians.
Oh, back in our featured sheet. Big takeout attempt there from Anna Sloan. Just hits it a shade too thick and only removes the single. USA will be looking to go a little bit deeper with this one than the last one and try and get it right down there onto the tee so that Scotland can't play the same shot again.
Moving a little. Line's great. T-line. 6, 7. T-line. T-line. Great job. Atta girl, 10.
That's a better shot this time. All stones back at the tee line, but not too much angle for double takeouts. Scotland can make a double takeout here on the wing, on the right-hand side, on the 2 reds that are closest together.
Disregard the normals that hail.
Looking for round about half stone contact.
Yeah. What weight are you playing in here? Okay, is that a lot? Yeah. Take your time.
Too thick,
Nice.
but gets second prize
Great shot.
and leaves a freeze
Really good.
in second shot position.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, she's happy enough with that.
Might have something. Just freeze to half of it. Well, if I freeze to half of it, it's
Even,
still
I mean, anywhere over here is good, right?
just to that side of center.
Yeah.
Should get almost all the way there. This T-line on this side. Okay.
Short would be here, just top 12 and we hit back in front.
T-line. Gave it some.
Clear! 6, 7,
Line's great.
5.
Gotta go.
I got room right now.
Gotta go.
Line's good. Go, line's 5, 6. Line's 6. Right
Line's
here.
good.
Right here. Yeah.
It's curling hard now.
Yeah.
Right here, ladies. Right,
Yep.
right.
Nice job. Shut. Good work.
Positive vibes coming out of Team USA there.
Yeah, and they've left a nice angle on those two stones as well. So
Well, you need to hold your shooter, but. Okay,
Scotland just need to be a little bit careful here not to kind of leave any sort of double takeout off the red just played by the USA. Need to make sure they get into shot position as well. And ideally they would want to kind of roll right behind the centre line. Very much looking like a score of 2 for USA at the moment though.
Eve Muirhead to limit that number. Let's see what she achieves here.
Well, pretty good shot. So it looks like a tap back for 2, I think.
Nice job.
Scotland have found a nice spot for that one. Not to give up an opportunity for 3.
Just need to.
So just going to come around the right-hand side of that centre guard and try and pop that yellow just through the house.
Should move nice.
Well, final stone of the 6th end, Nina Roth. Trying to bounce back after a disappointing score of 3 against them in the 5th end. And Anna Sloan's got some interest in this one at the T-line. Will she stick around? She will.
Yep, they've done enough to secure 2.
Good work.
Yeah, nicely done there by Nina Roth. Closes the gap to 1 once again.
Really good.
Here we go after 6. USA
Yeah. Way to put 8 shots
5,
together.
Scotland 6.
Good.
So USA right back in this again. They haven't let go. They've been niggling away at Scotland. It's just a one-shot lead for the Scots. And to end at number 7.
Nice work.
You can see the numbers there
Oh, she's saying, oh, okay. I still
on the
think
scoreboard.
Well, that's really tight.
Yeah, and so far we've seen the Scottish defence not quite up to scratch, really. USA bouncing right back into this one once again. But USA playing some good stuff. And they've started this 7th end well with a good tight centre guard. They'll know fully well that Scotland will be quite happy with a blank end in this end, so they need to make sure there's a score here.
Okay.
Well, again,
Probably, yeah.
Right to it.
the Scottish lead drifts past the
It's
tee line,
just out of the forefoot, so just
and that
back
plays into
forward.
the US hands if they want to force a score here.
Got some room.
5.
Got some room.
7.
Coming now. Where are we?
7.
It's got a curl.
9.
Well, 7 just jumped to a 9, so 9's kind of
Yep. Yep.
at the back of the
Yep.
8 foot, the back of the white circle.
Yep.
But maybe they were
Make it good now.
closer with their first call,
Great
7.
job. Way to stay with it. Atta girl.
And this communication system that they're using was kind of developed by a great team skipped by Randy Ferbey in the kind of early to mid 2000s. There's kind of 10 zones that they use to call the weight to the skip to let them know how fast the stone's going. That kind of splits up the free guard zone into 3 areas. So the one just over the hog line 1, in the middle 2, and then closest to the house 3. And then basically for each of the circles as you go through the house, they're split between 4 and 10, with the 7 being the tee line.
It sounds complicated, but it works. It works for all the teams. They all use it.
Absolutely, it's one of those things that when you're just kind of learning it for the first time, you're kind of the stone's going down the ice, and you want to shout the kind of the line that you think it's going to, like top 4 or whatever, and it just takes a little bit getting used to work out that that's actually 6 and is a bit more concise and doesn't confuse with, let's say, back 4 and top 4. They could be confused or misheard, so it's a good system to use, and as you say, a lot of the teams use it.
Line's good. Still running.
You gotta go hard.
Still running. Top 4. Here it comes now. Yep. Tap. Tap.
You could hear her saying
Where are we?
top 4 there.
Top 4. Whoa, no. Not too much finish. 4 foot, 4 foot, 4 foot, 4 foot. That's good.
Perfect
There
stone.
we go. Yep.
Finds a super position there, kind of protecting that freeze option for Scotland, blocking the way into the button. And Scotland are going to try and tidy things up a little bit. I think Scotland were always going to try and peel these 2 guards. The US team could well have thrown a long guard on these just to kind of run a few stones down if they wanted.
She got them.
Well, expect to see a guard this time. Choosing to go for a tight one here.
Give us a 4.
Line's good. 3. 2, 3. Just this side of center. Vary a little bit. We're way out here. 4. Starting to come now.
3. Yes, it's really good.
Yep. Line. Tap. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Get it here. Line's good. Vary in peace. Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, finds a nice spot there and puts them side by side. makes it difficult for Scotland to remove both of those stones and get the shooter away as well. So looks like they're going to go for a run back this time. Going to run their own yellow back onto the red between Eve's legs there and try and spin them both out of the forfeit. Oh, gets a piece and moves it off the top of the forfeit, but look at the two guards at the top of the screen now crossing each other a little bit, and that'll make any run back extremely difficult the next time around.
Not a great outcome from a Scotland point of view.
No, definitely not, and USA can swing another one in here.
Stay close. Okay.
Just making sure everything's clear, everything's clean, nothing impedes the rock.
So anything just into the forfeit circle on the centre line would be ideal. Here's the hog-to-hog split timer here. This gives an indication of the speed. Well, 14.9 would indicate short. And it over curls because of that lack of speed.
I haven't seen too many shots like that in this game.
Well, you know what, Alison, has a real glorious opportunity there for USA to really crank up the heat on Scotland.
And then this one should follow.
So
Maybe the pressure beginning to tell a little bit in the seventh end.
You've got time. I think you need to hit it centre.
So Scotland are going to try and whack these three yellow stones,
Just high.
sorry, these three stones out in front of the house. Try and clear a way in here. The main discussion here is around what side to hit the first stone, because they are quite close together. They could hit them either way. To me, it potentially looks like it's easier to get them all going by hitting on the left-hand side, but they're exploring both options.
Now, can Italy do anything against Sweden here? They're facing a lot of yellow stones. And 6-2 down at the moment. Diana Gaspari in the seventh end. Really important shot here. Look at those yellows. And really nicely done under a lot of pressure there. Phew, she says.
Yeah, what a beauty. What a beauty to keep their team alive there.
Yeah, 6-3. (6-5) here to Scotland in our feature game.
So just watch this middle Yellowstone and see where it goes here. Well, they just hit it a little bit too thick and they've left a centre guard.
Okay.
If they had it a little bit thinner there was a chance that that yellow that's just spun out of the house might have stuck around and may have had some nuisance value. So this is not quite as good an opportunity as the last one for Tabitha Peterson, but still a nice one.
Same way.
So she will be mindful of her previous stone. The line. And that one is nicely done.
Yeah, perfect spot. Well, a couple of options here. The stone in the button probably even less of a problem than the one at the top of the forfeit now. So whatever they do, whether they run the guard at the top of the screen straight back, or they could come around at quiet weight and just try and tap it out the way.
The back red's always jamming. It's either that or we do. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, timeout called here for Scotland. They're going to need a little bit of extra help to get out of this one.
Peeling the guard's not really doing anything for us. Peeling the guard's not making our way any easier coming in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Say that again.
I just don't feel the guard's like not making it any easier for us coming in to get one. Do you know what I mean?
Can we not go for the run?
So here comes
Run what?
Glenn Howard,
The yellow.
multiple-time world champion for Canada.
Top one, but I just don't know how to.
I know.
It's just a bit. It's just a bit tricky for.
Let's see what he has to say.
I'm just thinking running the guard or even taking the guard's not making it any easier for us to get in, to get one.
The only thing is if you play the freeze, we've missed the freeze. We're in really
I know,
big
that's the
trouble.
thing. That's
That
the
at least gives us a chance.
We're one up.
We're one up. You could. It's the hack waiter to the top red one. Easy.
Well, I'm thinking it's there, but it was my first kind of.
I don't love the freeze.
No,
I don't love it. I like either if you can play the hack waiter on the top one
Yeah.
or run the yellow.
If we can play the hack waiter and stick 8 foot out here.
even just bring the back overweight for me. That's all. I don't mind playing it.
The other thing is if even if you have to peel everything, what's she gonna do? Let's say you just peel the yellow. What's she gonna do?
She places it exactly where it is, and then what do I do?
Still have the button.
Okay, then I have to make it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking we've got more chances to make like we've got.
So like if you think the hack
So
waiter
that I think the hack waiter and take tight ice if we nick the guard.
That's not bad. It's just it's given us.
Yeah.
My only worry is for the hack waiter, as long as it'll go because that's over.
It will curl, Anna. It will curl. Definitely.
Solid back 12. Okay.
And if it's looking like it's not curling, we take the back one.
Believe it.
Okay.
Okay. Even just to bring that back yellow into play.
You go along with that, Logan?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always reassuring when Glenn Howard comes out and calls the same 2 shots as you have. But I thought he made a really interesting comment there, which Eve kind of went against a little bit. He was suggesting that if they play the run back and they miss it, then what are USA going to do? They're just going to put the guard back, and then you still got the draw for 1. This option, if they ever kind of rub off something, playing more delicate weight, trying to come around the guard and remove one at the top of the forefoot, they could find themselves in a little bit of trouble.
And also, was Anna confident about making this? I'm not sure she was.
I got the impression that Anna maybe or the team, I would say, favoured the run back, but Eve favoured the tap back.
Vicky, go. Hardy.
Oh, great shot. I think this is the shot that Glenn preferred, was trying to just tap it to the side and open up a path in there. So really well played there.
That's not bad.
And good focus there by Anna Sloan as well. It's quite often we see shots missed off the back of a timeout. So that certainly was not an easy task, and it was really well executed.
So, over to you, USA.
10.
That's an interesting end, this one.
So the first of our 2 stones. USA skip.
Okay.
Hits and sticks.
It was good.
Over on sheet C, we have Switzerland against Germany. Switzerland with that huge 7-2 lead, 7th end. Final stone, Marlena Patz. A few yellows in there. That doesn't work out for it. It looks like a steal of 1. Germany still edging in there. 7-3 down though after 7.
get one in.
Well, USA removing that stone just played by Anna Sloan. Looks like they're going to play this straight draw here, which seems like an interesting call. And you can always kind of rub off the wide red, I guess. So we've got options here.
Yeah, I had that draw here in mind. I'll play the same way as what is perfect lane for this. You know, I'll play the same way as what I threw that time coming down. Yeah, a wee bit more ice?
No.
Well,
I don't think so.
line's good.
9.
Line's good.
8.
12, Vicky,
This is an aggressive call here. I'm not too sure about this decision here from Team Scotland. It needs to be made.
Okay.
Well, leaves itself in second shot position.
We're second. Yeah.
I mean, Scotland could have just tried to rumble both of those two red stones in there and just open things right up to make sure they get a score.
She's probably going to play this.
So definitely a bit of a complicated position here for Scotland, and they really want to be able to score here in the 8th end, 7th end.
That look good?
Yeah. Looks good.
You were here.
Yeah. The other thing is, I'll turn 3.
Can't tell if we're second or not. What? I can't tell if we're second or not. Okay. But I think no matter what, we got this.
I like it.
So that's at a center. 2.5.
So guard, the obvious selection here for USA. Already lying shot position in there in the button, and they want to guard against Scotland raising their own stone onto the button.
Yeah, hurry. Yeah, come on, get it over there. Yeah, come on, go. Okay, all right.
Hard.
Okay. Good.
Well, pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Scotland are going to have to play down on the left-hand side of the sheet and try and draw one down onto the button, you would think.
I wanted to be really positive there, but did I pop it? No, just positive.
That might be better. This? Yeah. I think that's easier. Okay. I think just give me the middle of the stone.
Well, I like this call better than running the red in. They're going to try and run their own guard up and maybe even make a double takeout for as many as 3 if they hit it perfect. They're going to try and hit yellow onto yellow at the top of the 4 foot, in between the 2 reds, and then just see how the dust settles. They could just play the outturn draw down onto the button. Choosing here for the big reward here in the 7th.
The last stone of this 7th end. Who knows what might happen here?
Must be close.
1 and 2. Reds away. And they've asked for the measure for that
Measure these 2.
second stone.
I would question the game management there a little bit from Team Scotland, I think. Just drawing onto the button and making sure you score 1, you go 2 shots up with just 3 ends to go. May have been a smarter decision, but if you ever make that run back and you get the perfect result and score 3, the game's dead. So it does look like it's only a score of 1, which is why they chose to take on that big shot.
So here we come with the measuring device.
The only other thing I would have been considering is that Team Scotland have already given away a 3-shot lead in this match, and to be willing to do it again, it's only going to be a boost to the Americans to get a steal, and knowing that they can keep bouncing back like that. So, I mean, for me, making sure that you keep the lead is just going to have all that kind of mental confidence.
Yeah, it's the psychological impact, isn't it?
Yep.
So it is yellow. It is yellow. Yep, and a tied game on our hands after 7.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I need
USA 6, Scotland 6.
tight, I mean, long first one. I think we go tight with the first one. Make the first one.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future super fan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas runs.
You're watching USA against Scotland in this first session of round-robin action at the World Women's Curling Championship 2017. Alison Walker and Logan Gray bringing you live commentary on this, our featured game, and updates from elsewhere in this session. Great crowd in for this first day of World Championship action. And we've seen some super stuff here on Sheet A. And it's all added up to a very, very close game, 6 apiece. And we're now into the 8th end. It's getting really, really crucial for both these teams.
And there's not been much between them, has there? It's just been a couple of key shots here and there. USA showing some great tenacity and recovering a 3-shot deficit on 2 occasions so far in this game. Just 3 ends to come here.
Comparison of the 2 leads, and actually not really that much to choose between them. You'd always expect at this level to be up in the high 80s for the leads.
Gotta go hard, Tam.
Well, both teams setting out very aggressively with a strategy here in this 8th end. Well, perfect shot, really. Doesn't look great, but it's exactly what they were looking for. Those 2 red stones really well separated, and both on the centre line, so no double takeout. Both teams using an offensive strategy here, trying to get what they want.
Felt light. Felt light. Yellow. Hard
So Scotland now choosing to come around the centre guards. Well, not what the doctor ordered.
She knew it wasn't quite right and she released it. There's only so much the sweepers can do. Let's have a look at the China-Canada game. Canada with that huge lead at the start in the second end. 6-2 now to Canada, 8th end. Cho Oman with the final stone. Facing certainly a couple of reds there. I'm not sure it's going to make it, is it?
No, they just had to have the sweep in there to get past the high guard and I think get enough speed to get it down there.
So China maybe not quite out of that yet, but running out of ends. 6-3 down.
Yeah, with just 2 ends to go, I'd be very surprised if China can come back to win that one with the 3-shot deficit. Well, Scotland are going to start trying to tidy up here after that mistake there by Lauren Gray. Oh, well, it popped the wide one in. Not quite. Good double peel though, and opens up the left-hand side of the sheet.
Comparison of the seconds, and USA second way ahead on all counts compared to Vicky Adams.
Oh, I think 48% in the horror show category.
This will all be analysed by the video later. Every team analyses absolutely every shot of every game. What went wrong? What could they have done? What would make the difference? Try and stop it happening again.
Yep. Just like more. Room. Lots of room. Go.
I get a more positive feeling from Team USA at the moment, Logan. They seem to have, I don't know, there's a bit more going on there and feeling more positive. Body language, the Scots is a little bit different.
I think there's a huge amount of positivity out there for the Americans, and I know that you can tell that they know that they're making more shots than the Scots. It's just about making the right ones really at the moment that could turn this in their favour.
What about Italy, Sweden? 6-3 to the Swedes, 8th end. Again, running out of ends. Italy, Sweden with that super lead on sheet B.
A lovely draw there by Anna Hasselborg, puts one on the board for Sweden.
Just doing what they have to do and looking fairly comfortable in that game against Italy.
I think that 405 is good.
Yep.
Well, United States with a couple of good ones in there around the 4-foot circle.
Lots of room.
Not really with too much work to do here other than kind of protecting them.
You can go. 3, 2, hard. Hard, Eileen. Hard, Eileen, let's go. Hard, you got it. Go, 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 go. Hard. Push, 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 push. Every inch. Go, 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 go. Atta girl. Wait, was good.
Yeah.
That's not really
That's a little full.
curled far enough and doesn't protect that one at the top of the 8-foot circle, which is the important one. So even if Scotland don't make the double take out here, then they can still remove the danger stone.
Tabitha still up on the Scottish third, Anna Sloan, on all counts. Catches that top guard.
Oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible result for Scotland. Even pushes the other red, the red coat closest to the button onto the tee line.
She can hardly believe it. How crucial will that mistake be for Scotland?
Well, I kind of said to you between the ends, Alison, that Team Scotland are looking at like just a little bit on edge, really. I kind of felt that way about their communication during the tee line. It wasn't particularly the time. Sorry again. Their communication during the timeout wasn't particularly positive, and the body language isn't great either from either Anna or Eve. And United States just keep coming.
Yeah, there's a few more smiles going on in Team USA.
I like running something or taking something.
Hey, you can do that.
Look at all those red stones belonging to the American team.
Do you like the straight run or the
Here.
heel?
Across the face, and you might be able to lift the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can Anna do with her second stone here? Scotland could really do something working out here. They are under pressure.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
just
yeah.
snicks that red stone off the centre line. Scotland needing to find some composure and find it quickly.
Yeah, looking a little beleaguered.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was crazy like.
Just right there. 3. Yeah. Where do you want it?
Just on that side of her side of center line. Still definitely disregard.
You say 3?
What'd you say? 3? 4. Yep. So 4-0. Yep. Yep, for one. Running a bit.
Clean it.
Line's really
Line's
good.
good. 3. Yep. Keep doing what you're doing. Yep.
Line's great.
Line's good. 3. Right here, ladies.
USA hoping to keep the pressure on here.
Yep.
Yeah, a little
Bring it a
bit.
little bit more. Yep.
Back up. Back up.
All right. All right. Okay.
Nice shot. Great finish back. Nice sweep, Eileen.
Well, another good guard. And United States playing some really good stuff at the moment.
Another pathway blocked.
I'm not sweeping, so I'm like 3.
We were already past the 2 with us, man.
You can hear the Americans really enjoying themselves at the moment.
Eileen's strong enough to hold it.
And there's the skips and their stats. And Nina, again, way ahead.
Yeah, you've got options with it.
Yeah, United States winning in every position.
She puts another one round. And at least through the hole. When she comes through here, no? You think? So that way before this.
And then you've got something to work with.
Okay. I'm just thinking we're going to have 2 shots at an angle. Okay.
Yeah. Main thing is we need to try and get the number 3 off the button.
I like this on the right. So we know that we're not making. I'm not leaving myself
Just
away in.
high. Just
I'm not
high,
leaving
okay.
myself away in though.
But you'll then have an angled tap where I know it's not easy,
I know,
but
but I don't know whether I should go for that.
Across the face and open it.
Well, then they just put. Yeah.
I know, they'll just whack one right, then you'll have the button.
I like this one. Okay.
Oh, there's a good look at the cracks under the ice.
But don't worry, folks, they are way under the ice. They don't impact on the playing surface at all. It's Just an appearance of cracks at paint level.
Well, the other thing is a good look at is the mess that Scotland are in here. It's a lot of guards out there kind of blocking the way in.
This could be the make or break shot here.
Well, the thinking is here that Scotland will have a couple of chances to play some sort of angled run. It's not really what you're looking for. A bit messy.
Let's go over to sheet D while we wait for the next shot. 6-3 to Canada. And they've got a couple of stones already in there. And that 4, as you can see in the second end, really was the telling end. China kept chipping away. Let's see what happens here. Rachel Homan with the final stone in the 9th. It looks a pretty straightforward shot from her point of view. They've been ahead all the way in this game. And then you see the house revealed. Another 2 yellows in there, and that is game over. It's another significant score in this game for Canada. Victory 9-3 over the hosts China. So good start for Team Canada and skip Rachel Homan. But what about this one, our featured game? USA against Scotland, 6-all in this 8th end.
Oh, golden, another golden opportunity here for the United States. Somewhere in the front of the house would be ideal.
Yes. 6-7.
Oh, this is very wide.
Oh.
That's a huge misjudgment there by Nina Roth. Short would have been fine there to block the way in, and she's maybe had a little bit of a rush of blood and overthrowing it.
God, that was atrocious.
That's right.
Yeah, she knows herself, you know, and the impact of the stage of the game and the pressure and what your opponent's doing. It all can come together, and straightforward shots can just become difficult.
I think Evil reckoned that maybe all her Christmases came at once there. She was in real danger of losing a steal of maybe even 2 or 3 if Nina Roth made that last shot instead. It's a tap back for 1 for Scotland. And we did say throughout the game it's maybe just been 1 or 2 key shots that have prevented USA from really having the upper hand.
Every shot changing the game in this 8th end. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Well, I was just running a little bit wide there, and Anna Sloan tried to kind of skip it off the wide guard and onto its desired destination. It's good effort, but doesn't come off.
It doesn't, and it all means that for the first time in this game, the USA take the lead after 8 ends. USA 8, Scotland 6.
That was nerve-wracking.
Clean it, clean it.
Running. Whoa, let it move.
Clean
Still
it.
running. Here it goes.
I think it's okay. This one dies.
Here it goes. Yep. Just a sit. Moving big. Top
So welcome
board.
back to our
Whoa,
live
big
coverage
movement.
of the
It's curling
first
a lot.
session of round robin action at the
Eileen, hard finish.
World Women's Curling Championship 2017.
That's great. Good job, Beck.
We've had plenty of drama in this game so far. I wonder what we have left for us in this last couple of ends. 8-6 now to the USA. Scotland on the back foot.
Yeah, and
It's
USA
heavy.
leading
Huge
for the
right.
first time as
Easy.
well.
No.
5 shots unanswered in the last 3 ends.
Scotland just need to regain their composure, concentrate.
Yeah, another interesting twist on this game is that in the context of Olympic qualification, of course, you can win qualifying points for your country for the Olympics at last year's World Championship, and this one for the Olympic Championship, the Olympic Games in 2018. And
Just tight.
Scotland against USA is effectively 5th against 6th in the standings with only 7 spots available. So
Yep.
Scotland being the kind of
think it's
qualifying country for GB, it's a great opportunity for both sides to kind of knock the other one down a peg and get yourself in a better position to score these all-important points to get your country into the Olympic Games.
Lance positive.
Yep, and it is a factor. It's in the back of a lot of countries' minds. With just under a year to go
Line
to
2.
Pyeongchang.
Hard.
Yeah, of course, there's
Hard.
10 spots
Line
available at the Olympic Games in both the men's and the women's events. 10 nations can qualify, and 7 nations can qualify directly from their results at the 2016 and 2017 World Championships. Then there's 1 spot for the host nation. And then the final 2 will come through an Olympic qualifying event, which will take place in the Czech Republic in December. And all of the nations who haven't qualified directly or as a host nation, but played in the World Championships between 2014 and 2017, will get the chance for that shootout for that final 2 spots.
Back 12. Yeah, easy hat.
It'll only be the second one of these Olympic qualifying events, the
Yes.
Fusen in 2013.
Neither of these countries particularly want to be in that position.
Wayne's good.
Whoa.
Close. Yeah.
So a good finish here is essential.
Hard for Wayne, I think. Hard. It's good. Hard. Hard. Really good.
Whoa. Roll it a wee bit. Okay, not bad.
Well, Scotland having to switch back to offense.
Flop on top.
I mean,
Really,
in front
they've
of
been
Or you like to
pretty
sit
effective when
that rock isn't.
they've been pushing forward, scoring 3 twice with a hammer.
What if we get the
Pivot.
instead?
They've not been chasing the game at any point.
Are they gonna flip into the corner?
I don't mind getting the corner.
Corner? Do you like the corner feel?
Sure.
I don't know. I think either one's fine.
So now it's USA switching to defense and choosing to peel the guards off.
Go.
Nicely done.
Very nice.
Nice try, Eileen.
I like that call.
Yeah, good job. Would you like a hat?
I like hat, but it's up to you.
Barrier. I don't know if I particularly like going in behind. Okay, but if we nose their dash, I thought if we could line these up, it's quite nice. Okay. Do you like nose then? Yeah.
I preferred nose.
Easy. I don't mind just hack. Okay.
I like hack, okay. Yeah. So I fit more, well, what do you think more on? Yeah.
Well, the stones are all just a little bit close together for Scotland as they currently sit. They're not keen to leave these two reds.
Wait,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Easy hard.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go, you gotta go.
The whole team could do with just upping their game.
Yeah, yeah.
If they managed to get a win here.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Good, okay, good.
Well, that's a nice shot there. Just moves things off the centre line and keeps stones in play, more importantly.
Yeah.
Over on sheet C, Switzerland, Germany. Germany trying to get themselves back into this. 9th end now, though. Final stone from Alina Bates. Facing a few yellows in there. 2 or 3. Just gets through. Ooh, and
Oh, dear.
gosh. Oh, and that is a gift for Germany there. They've picked up 2. Steal of 2. Might not be over by any
Very
means.
nice weight.
7-5 after 9.
Nice shot, Tab. Just didn't move.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kinda.
like that one.
So USA
Body.
lying 3 here. So Scotland wanting to get one in behind the guards here. We're going to play off one of these red American stones.
Body it up.
Wings
Hold
up.
it. Whoa. Easy normal.
Yeah, easy normal.
Whoa. Whoa.
Now needs to get to the inside. They can hit half stone and catch in the wide one here.
Okay.
Oh, that's hit on completely the wrong side. Wild from Anna Sloan.
Yeah. Like feeling it?
And now the guard's going to go.
Double, all of a sudden they're getting the blank, which
So
is fine. Just fine.
just poor play the last few ends from Scotland, and it's a really uncharacteristic shot there from Anna Sloan.
You want to call timeout?
Need to be able to keep your stones around when you're chasing the game.
On sheet B, Italy, Sweden. Sweden 7-3 up. We've seen Gaspari make some amazing final shots here to keep her team in this game that they've been right up against it right from the start.
I mean, and then what we want to force.
But if we're heavy, they just freeze right.
As it's a draw for 1. Which she makes. Body language not looking great there either. 7-4 to Sweden over Italy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blank's fine.
Yep.
Right. Right.
Yeah. That's what we were thinking.
Yeah. So you're good with wings, you know, that's where this goes.
True.
So just rip it here.
This way?
Nice, good weight. You know
Yep.
how this runs?
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Out turn side. Let's get this all the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let's go, Tab.
Good positive instructions there from Swiss Helm. As easy as that, eh?
It's really quite a straightforward call when you're 2 shots up. Got a couple of stones in behind. No Scottish stones in the house. Just needs to be a peel on the guard. And Swiss Helm with a very positive timeout there. We had the pleasure of joining Anne on the commentary bench a couple of years ago at the World Men's in Basel, I believe it was.
Yep. Great insight into the game. Great fun.
Yep.
Yep, right
Hard.
there.
Hurry.
Hurry.
Don't let it cross that line.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard roll. Go.
Yep.
Sorry.
Even top 8 right round here.
Bit of a let off there for Scotland.
Yeah. I've played this.
Nice and positive.
So just to come around on that red guard that's been left there by Tabitha Peterson.
You gotta go a bit for line.
Hard for line, Lauren!
3.
Just trying to keep this one straight at the moment to get it by the guard. Looks like they're going to rub.
Nothing has quite worked out for Scotland in this game at all.
I'm not sure what the reason is, but they just can't make the stones do what they want them to do.
And over the years, we have seen them
Just block that side. Take plenty of room.
Even if you're like
Make
here,
these shots,
Yeah.
even
Take plenty of
simple
room right
shots
there.
like this are
You like? All right.
looking quite disconsolate at the moment.
A double either.
Right.
Behind our, yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Right around.
95.
Let's go. What did I throw on that last one?
Oh, a bold call here from Nina Roth, deciding to seize the day, really, and take the game by the scruff of the neck. Gonna try and swing one around the guards here, and maybe even they can get a force or even a steal. And I think they've, a part of this call is really kind of knowing where your opposition's at, and they know that they're not in a great place. They're really struggling to string any shots together. So
Line's good.
Right here. 4.
Got room.
maybe they can get more points on the board.
Get stuck in while the confidence is a bit low.
Gotta go.
Well, it's been one-way traffic in the second half, hasn't it?
Harder. Go, 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 go. All right. Harder back. Go, 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 go.
Good sweep, you guys.
Good job.
Would have liked that one a little bit further in, but
Okay.
still in a useful position.
I think it's there. It's not bad. She's gotta go out wider. Yeah, the weight's the same.
Okay, right, let's come right down this wall. Do you like this? The outturn freeze is harder there, is that what you're thinking? Yeah, no, I wondered about the tap.
The first hole was the tap that we
no,
said, but
no, I think we don't.
okay.
Same weight. Maybe a pound on. Okay. Whoa, wait only, wait only. Line's good. Whoa, wait only. Line's good.
Okay, we're 8-9.
Weight's close.
No, we're good.
Just Vicky. Seven. Hard, guys, go.
We're shot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she can come around and hit that. So I think we just hit.
A little bit too wide there in Scotland, only lying in second shot position for the time being.
Do you like no?
USA, I think they can see most of that Yellowstone, and an easy takeout.
Let's go right there. 10.
Yep, so they're after that yellow there.
Play,
like
play
that
a little
better.
flat. Little
Yeah.
flat.
She can see of it. There we go. Quite a lot of it, actually.
Slow roll my way.
Yeah. 9-5's good.
Well, they could play a draw here as well, but this is the kind of the easier shot, definitely, and one of the kind of great teachings about when you're leading a game is to make the opposition play the hard shots and play the easy ones yourself. So, you know, Roth doing that here.
10.
Yep.
Whoa, back up.
Yep.
Whoa, 10.
Yep.
9-7.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard.
Whoa. 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 Flapping. Flapping. Oh, okay. Good.
Sorry, just a little. What was fall down the top before? I still like it.
The top.
Sorry.
Good job. That's good. Okay, now I can say go first. Same weight. Okay. No.
Well, USA lying at least 4 at the moment.
Okay, that's well, if we kind
Must make shot here for Eve Muirhead.
Okay, that's fine.
It will curl enough here.
I wonder how confident she's feeling inside. And last stone of this 9th end,
Okay, fine.
I got a fraction left. Easy, easy.
facing a lot of red granite.
Whoa, whoa, six. Line's good,
Well, needs to get by the top one here.
we got it.
She's got it this time. Squeezes past. Is it enough? Yes, it is. A real pressurised shot for Eve Muirhead there. But she has come up with the goods. Bit of a relief there.
Yeah.
Goodness me, after 9.
We need to trade shots.
USA 8, Scotland 7.
Yes.
Okay. What's on it? Straight, I think.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
Weight's good. Weight needs to curl a bit. Weight's really good.
Weight's good.
Anna, yep.
It's curling now.
Let's go one.
We're halfway.
Right, whoa. Right, Vicky.
Curling.
Vicky.
Okay.
Good at it.
You're watching live coverage from the World Women's Curling Championship 2017.
How's that?
We're in the Beijing Capital Gymnasium in China. And this is our featured game, USA against Scotland.
Yep.
First day of the championship, first day of round-robin action. And what a treat we've had with this game. We've had a little bit of everything.
Hard.
And it's been close, especially in this second part. Scotland very much in control in the first part of the game, but USA
That's real good back.
very much in charge the second part and looking good
Is that back line?
Yeah, that weight was really good.
to win this one. But let's see what's happening in this 10th end. Alison Walker and Logan Gray bringing you all the action. And it must be quite tense out there on sheet 8.
I didn't add. It needs to go.
Do you think, Logan?
Line's good.
Oh, it certainly has. Well, I've had everything. The game's really swung back and forth. And at the moment, it's USA absolutely in the ascendancy and playing really well. Scotland just can't string the shots together at the moment. Not too sure what the reason for that is, whether they're struggling a little bit with the stones or the ice, or they're just a little bit rusty, having not really practiced too much this week.
By contrast, USA positive and confident. Let's see if they can see this game out.
Well, still only a one-shot game, though. High score in game 8-7 after 9 ends, just one to come.
And this game is over. And Sweden have beaten Italy 7-4. Shaking hands, so win for the Swedes.
We're good, wait.
Significant score in the 6th end for them, a 3. And Italy hung on, and eventually
Good.
it was all over.
Good.
So a couple of games left inside the arena, as you could see.
Hey, it did, but look what Becca's did earlier on,
Mine
remember?
did it. Mine first did it as well.
And this one has been the closest of all the
Whoa.
games in this session.
Hard. Gotta go on that.
Hoping to catch that other yellow.
Sorry, Eileen. I should have stopped that one. You need to go.
It's similar.
Okay. No.
It's
So we saw the USA using this tactic quite a bit earlier on to good effect. Scotland showing the double centre guard.
Great job.
Doing a good job of it.
Good thing. Well done. Nice job. Yep.
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 Oh, clean. Yep.
Yep.
Hit. Oh, hoping it would hit the back. Good work, Beck.
Peeling the guard this time.
Yeah, and Scotland just trying to manufacture an opportunity here at the moment. They're just trying to keep away from the house. They're trying to protect that stone closest to the house so they can swing another one round onto the button and try and get that steal that they need.
Wait's good. Line only. Just right here.
Yeah, we're good.
We're two.
We're there.
We're to your brush. To your brush.
Line's good.
Good, Anna.
Do you like come in with her next?
Nice. Good job.
I think come in with the next
We need
one.
to make sure that we get one.
Oh, I know, but
Straight peel. Yep, yep. Hard. Hurry. Yep. Yeah, gotta go.
hard roll. Hard.
Similar weight to what you threw down here.
Yeah, you were going to be topic.
Well, I think Scotland have chosen to go into the house here with this one, which is not quite sure about it. I think a long guard would have been a better option, keeping USA away from the house as they have been. Just kind of grouping your stones together a little bit too early.
Showing the cards too soon.
Well, I don't think it's a case of showing your cards because USA know absolutely what Scotland are wanting to do. But
Great job.
now, as you can see, USA have a chance to drive the guard onto either of these two yellows in the house and
Nice peel.
remove some of the danger in there. And by throwing the long guard, they know that USA would have just peeled it anyway. So maybe going in a shot or even two too early there.
Hard. Yeah. Hard. Hurry.
Kind of relying a bit on mistake from USA now.
Great shot. And that was always the risk.
Atta girl tab.
Scotland not
Very nice.
dead in the water quite yet, but the problem they now have is that
There's no protection.
well, they're going to throw a guard on here, but then with the next one they have to throw a tap, and then it's a pretty straightforward double takeout for the game for the USA.
Wait's nice.
Okay, three.
Line's good. Oh, line's good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Wait's good. We're tight.
Tight.
Oh. Line feel good.
Line only.
Whoa. We're three. Whoa, line's good.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Line's perfect.
A little bit.
No, it's a good guard.
Stop.
Good. Nice.
Nice job. Good.
Good. That's right.
Good.
Okay, good job.
Missy, good job. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Four
See,
sorts of
Connie.
things.
Straight peel.
So same again here for Nina Roth, as they've been doing throughout the end, just peeling the centre guard off and forging away for that last stone to come into the house.
Make it go. All right. Right at the stick.
Taking a deep breath. Throw sheet.
Clean. Yep.
Pushes off.
Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Roll it. Okay.
Well, that red stone, just with it being a little bit closer to the centre line than the guard where it was before, may have some nuisance value for their last, if they did want to play a draw.
I know.
See both teams not with a huge amount of time left.
Do that well, Nate.
Just around a minute and a half each for this final stone, which is more than enough time.
I know, but I still make her play it. I like this. Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, if they show
Her draws are both blocked. Go after it if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think with that guard moving a little bit closer to the centre line, as I just talked about, then that may well have an influence on Eve's last stone. She's choosing to throw a guard here rather than play the tap up, knowing that both sides are blocked for the final draw.
Okay, we're more away. We're
Whoa,
four.
whoa then. Whoa, line's bigger. Okay, it's getting good now.
Might need to curl
Wait,
it.
it's fine. Line's good. 3. Keep it clean. Whoa. 3. Whoa. 3, 4.
I think you need to curl it back.
4. Get it 4. Get it 4. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Okay, good.
It's not really good. It's
It's not going to do the job, is it?
no, it's
It's not a bad shot, but it's not going to do the job.
I mean, strangely, the only thing working for them here is that the stones are quite close together. So maybe a little bit more difficult to spring the top one off, but still
really
should
close
be
together.
a pretty straightforward double takeout here for Nina Roth.
Yeah, just rip them. See if I stop just half.
So she has this final stone for a notable win
Yep.
over Scotland. Last stone
Hard.
of the 10th end. She's
Nosed
not
it.
happy. Are we set for more drama? We are indeed.
Just flat up the middle. Yeah.
Pressure shot for
good,
Nina
good.
Roth. There we go. Game not over yet. We go to an extra end. USA 8.
Yes.
And a steal for Scotland means they're 8 as well.
Yeah. Cool.
So we're into an extra end of this, our featured game between the United States and Scotland, 8-all.
Right off,
Line's
then.
good.
Right off if you're not sure.
Lane's good.
Scotland with a couple of steals.
Okay.
Make it good.
Last couple of
Line's
ends
good.
to
You can go, Vicky. You
tie
can't
this
harm
game
it.
up.
Line's good.
You can't harm it. Come on, Vicky, go. Come on, it's good.
Hard.
Go, 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 go,
It's been a bit of a ding-dong, hasn't it? Back and forth. Scotland looking like they were going to take it at half-time, but then USA have been much the better side in the second half. But you've got to say you can't be that surprised about it. We saw the stats at half-time and USA were a clear 10% up at half-time, making lots of shots, just a couple of key misses that cost them to be trailing. And they've continued that good form into the second half.
Yep. Good. All right.
So, tick shot there from Becca Hamilton, just moves that yellow over a little bit. Not perfect, but definitely improves the situation. Of course, the free guard zone in play, that yellow couldn't be removed from play, but nothing to say you can't move it around.
Yeah, it can be nudged a little bit. Or even quite a big bit, as long as it's not nudged out.
Right here if you can.
No.
Oh, it's still very much
Is it like
in
here?
USA's favour here.
We're higher. That's okay. Right, probably halfway. That's fine.
No. Just let it. No, line's fine.
No, we're a bit higher. That's good because
Line's fine.
To centre line. Go, go, go. To
Yep.
centre line. To centre line. Go,
Yep,
go,
yep,
go, go, go.
yep.
I guess for the tick, it's jamming. Yep. Okay.
Right about there.
I
Okay,
can't
about-
peel. We can't peel.
Half. Oh, sorry.
Me. Yeah, just peel it.
Not allowed to do that. You tick this way.
All right.
But that pushes it into us. I don't like that. The way they're lined up, the tick's pretty hard.
What'd you say?
The way they're lined up. You want to come take a look?
You want to draw around then?
Yeah.
Top four?
Top four.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Then you'll just double peel them.
Yep.
Well, the one thing going here for USA is that with the first tick being made slightly, then there's quite a nice angle on the two yellows with them being close together, and
Line's good.
should be a reasonably easy double takeout. So they're going to elect to
Line's
ignore
good.
them in this occasion and
Line's good. Coming now.
draw around.
Hard now, Eileen. Go, go, go. Harder, Eileen. Push. Hurry. Quick, quick, quick. Let's go.
Come on, top four.
Yup. Yup. Hard, Eileen. Push. Yes. Go, Eileen. Hard. Go, go, go. Hard, Eileen. Get some red. Go, go, go. Good job. Okay.
Now, the only worry for USA in playing around the centre here is that with that red stone coming up at the top of the 8 foot, then that could get in the way later. I'm sure Scotland will be quite happy to have as many stones in play as possible here.
I added, but I think you can go. You've got to go for line. You can go. You've got to go for line. Hard, Hannah.
Oh, we've seen a lot of curl off this barrier side, and looks like
Is it locking on here?
Scotland have come a cropper again here with it.
Try and leave it higher.
We're higher than this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it's not- yeah,
Leaves a long guard.
Sorry. Okay.
That wasn't the plan, though.
Two.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm on the top two. Hit about here.
Because that one, it could jam into the red, right?
Peel.
This could jam into our red, right? If we
Only,
go
I mean,
over
if you
top.
go over the top. You want to come
know.
take a look?
So that's why I'm saying maybe these two?
The top two?
The
Well,
other
then
two?
you're definitely going into something. Come take a look. This to me feels the easiest.
Yeah, this,
I mean, that could come, bring this back in here.
I mean, nosing could do that too.
Yeah.
this could get all three of them going, could it?
It could. But I mean, if we just get one, it's not very good. It's not. Okay.
I think that's fine.
That's fine.
I think I like this the best.
Okay. Not even. You don't have to go over the top. Just into the.
No, I think into it all day. Play it into it.
Well,
You like this,
whichever
Eileen?
double takeout they play here, there's an element of risk. And to be honest, the risk is more line rather than what gets touched in the house. So
Well,
I think
close.
probably the best call here from United States to do what they're doing. Looking a little
Guard
bit wide.
disposal.
Okay.
That's fine.
Does leave a guard around the centre line, so
All right, we gotta be
that was always the worry, and Scotland will try and sling one right around the outside.
You gotta get in the hack right away.
Yep. Okay, line, better. Yeah, you can go, thanks. Whoa, line, better.
No line, no line, no line.
Line's
Okay.
good, Vicky.
Would like to go.
It's Lauren, it's
Five.
fine.
It's good.
It's
Six.
fine, just now.
Would like to go.
Lauren!
Lauren. To go.
Hard! Come on, get shot, get shot. Come on. Come on, Lauren. Go, 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 go. Okay, well sweat. Good there.
Not good enough for shot,
Good.
but a little bit wide, and would have liked that a little bit closer to the button.
We'll get one in there.
Nice. 10 or board.
Put the broom down. 10. 10's fine.
Not a fan of this. The worry here for USC is that they're leaving the centre guards around, and they're much more dangerous than that stone out in the 8-foot circle.
10-5.
Stay close. It's coming. Somebody clean. Clean.
So are they going to get to the nose?
Okay.
They are, and that blocks the path in.
Right, Nan. We're low on time. That's why we're being short.
Or tap.
So Scotland will come down and try and tap that red stone in the centre line now.
Back.
Down.
Right on the nose.
Yeah, so we sit here.
And all of a sudden you've got some stones starting to build up down the centre line, and Scotland starting to work away in.
Put it back. Four's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe this is where the experience is kicking in.
I think you're absolutely right. I think if it was Eve Muirhead in that position, I think the guards would have been going rather than that kind of inconspicuous stone at the side of the house.
Okay, wait, good.
Yep.
The Scots need to execute their shots, though.
Close.
Back line.
No, 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 no.
Back
no.
line.
We're close. Wait,
Still
really
up
good.
against it.
Flick off for the freeze. Bottom.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's okay. Sit, sit, sit. Okay.
Okay.
Good weight.
Perfect. Wait. Peel it.
Yeah, yeah. Good weight.
Yep. Yep.
Get on it. Go back, go.
Now, this is kind of the same as the last one for me.
Hurry. Hard. Gotta go.
So lots of red granite building up around the house, but Scotland will be feeling quite confident as long as those two yellows are out in the free guard zone.
Yeah.
Sorry that we do the same on next.
I wondered about
I
that.
quite like putting this back here.
Do you get to extra time in the extra? I think so.
Yeah? Okay, time up.
So having a timeout, remember it's the extra end, so things kind of start again. You get a new timeout and some extra time as well. I'm gonna have a chat
I think
with
we bumped this.
the coach again, Glenn Howard. Here he is.
I'm not sure that's doing much.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. These are the ones that are going to lose us in. So if we can get to most of this.
Even pushing this to here.
Yeah, bump that back. But the thing is, we can do the same shot, really, but have our yellow here. Yeah. If we can get
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think like similar weight to what you just threw?
Draw to here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking then we
I think this is easier right now.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think a foot
Same
more
weight you
running
just
than what
threw?
you just played, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
No.
Right, yeah.
So we want to
Okay,
tap that
tap
to
to here.
here.
Yeah.
Easy hack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy hack.
Well,
I like that.
I was just going to say, not even
Same
that.
weight as the last.
But all we need to do is put that here.
I just don't think it's enough to move
But we
two
need to move
stones.
two, though.
I just don't think
Bang,
that the
bang,
weight she
and
just
then
played is
put it
enough
to
to
there.
move two stones because they're dead.
Oh no, I think the same weight she played is perfect. Yeah. Same weight she played is perfect.
Okay.
Yep, okay. I like that.
This might move.
Okay.
played it, so.
Yeah, I know. And Glenn heard us too, so.
So they seem very settled, very confident about their next move.
Yeah, I think they had the right idea, and four-time world champion Glenn Howard just confirming that. So they're going to try and bump red onto red and push the one closest to the button behind the tee line so that they can try and freeze on it or make it useful with their last stone. So they're talking about the weight a lot in this one, and they really need to get the second one back at the tee line. And this is all over the guards.
Whoa, whoa, roll that, Lauren, roll that, roll that, roll that, roll that.
She struggled in this game. Anna Sloan,
I know.
normally
I don't know what that does.
absolutely
Try this,
clinical with her shots.
Do you like timeout?
Sure. Time.
Well, timeout called here. There's a chance to get all these yellow guards moving here.
I mean, they could suck one in there.
No. I think you just peel the top.
Because, like, what's the point? Make it easier for them to get in there.
And it's still hard to roll off if you make that double.
I don't like cutting in.
And Swiss Elm's charging out.
Over here. But then
I don't-
they,
Striding out
I don't
there,
think
getting
anything
down
in
as quickly
really.
as she can.
oh, turn right across this.
All three go. Yeah, babe.
Oh.
Yep. Nice and easy.
So,
If anything, your shooter goes and flies and out over here.
so we're hitting about half of that.
Right? You tell me. I can't do it.
Well, we're running it into this.
You gotta hit the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has to clip that one.
Just off the handle here.
So where do you want it, Tab? Right here?
Yeah. You just gotta hit the lights, maybe.
Right here, Tab?
Maybe like that?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
to
a
the
hair off.
to the
Oh,
point. Timeout there
Yeah.
for USA.
And?
Um,
You have plenty of time.
But absolutely the right call here. You have a great chance to spill all these yellows here. But just peeling the top one is not really achieving anything due to the stagger in the two yellows. So if they can run this one across the face, then they can get them all going. And if they make this one, Scotland are in a huge amount of trouble.
Clean.
Close.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
So watch what happens to these yellow stones.
Super shot.
Out of here.
Great shot.
Atta girl, Tab.
It's all opened up.
Great throw.
Sorry, it's not on your stuff.
All that protection, all cleared.
Here's another look. Hit it absolutely sweet as a nut. Got them all rolling away from the centre line, and it's wide open now.
Which was exactly the plan from USA's point of view.
Is she guarding?
Or is she just freezing?
Freezing.
Corner freezing?
Probably take a hair lace, but I think it's pretty good.
You could take a hair lace.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the call is here from Eve. Maybe some sort of a kind of corner freeze on the red shot stone. I think they could be a little bit more crafty here and maybe put one in around the front of the house in the centre line, which would make things really difficult for USA to peel it. And then they can draw one in behind with their second one.
Really good. Go. Hard. We're 6. We're 5. Wow. Wow. Whoa, we're bouncing. We're bouncing. Stop.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
no, no.
Stop.
That's good.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Good
Nice
attempt.
kick.
Very difficult shot, that one.
9-5, 9.
Nose. Either way.
9-5. Make sure we get to nose.
Okay. Yeah. Mine moved nice on that line.
It's not going to move hard off this line. Wade's so good, 14s all around.
9-5, 9.
Should still be a pretty straightforward shot here for
Gotta make
Nina
sure it
Roth.
curls
If
a
she hits
little
it pretty much anywhere, it should go. And fully seen from the hack.
bit. Stick.
challenging first game for both these teams. First game of the round robin.
9-5.
Whoa.
Little up.
Whoa. Right.
Whoa.
Back up. Back up.
Yeah.
Well, running a little bit wide at the moment.
Hard tap.
You can hear it by the noise in the crowd.
Well, Scotland's still alive here somehow.
Pop. Just a little pop. That's right. We have options. What if we come in? What if we come in and tap it? Even if we do this. Would you like a wee tap? Okay, well that's perfect if you can make it. You've got to be perfect.
I suppose, what do we want to leave it then?
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Similar shot to down
Okay.
is actually quite good.
I like the guard, but I suppose it's up to you watching us play.
Dead freeze is perfect, or wee hair shorter is perfect.
Yeah,
as well.
similar to down here.
Yeah.
Well, Scotland need to get in there to lie too.
I think give me a wee.
I think
Here.
throwing a guard leaves a pretty easy takeout for the USA with their final stone.
That's more than your last.
So playing a more difficult shot.
Playing a fraction less.
There's a Scotland bench looking on.
Inch less.
So this is Eve Muirhead's final stone of this game.
Felt a wee bit. Felt a few foot more.
5, 6.
Line's good.
6.
Whoa, needs to. Whoa.
5, 6.
Line's good.
Line on line.
Whoa.
For 6.
Yeah, Becky.
7, 6.
Perfect.
Actually finds quite a good spot there. Eve Muirhead.
I'm
Just
not
curls.
sure she could have done much better than that, Logan.
No, I mean, they were looking for it right on the face, but
Is that there?
USA don't have the drive on their own red now, and it's difficult. They can't get to the nose for two, or maybe they can just, but
I only have a minute.
they're going to have to just try and tap that back, and
Or
that's really finishing us. The more I look at it, is really finished in a good spot for Scotland.
We just gotta
What a
steady this
finish
red
we've
one.
had to this game.
Yeah.
And she's aware of her time as well. She's saying, I've only got a minute left
You
here.
like this?
Yeah.
Or this?
And this is not a shot you
Hit it
would
on
like to
nose?
rush for sure.
With 9-5.
It really has come down to this last stone. Extra end.
Whoa.
Nina Roth, Team USA.
Another one.
Looks like she's going after the nose here, and it's,
Yep.
it's running
No.
high.
I don't know what to do, guys.
And what an escape for Scotland. This has been, my goodness. What a conclusion to this first round robin game for these two teams. Huge disappointment for Team USA, but what a win for Scotland. 9-8 after an extra end. It was not looking that way for much of the second half of this game, but it is victory for Scotland. What a finish, Logan.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how Scotland managed to get out of that one. They'll be more than happy with the victory, but not so happy with the performance. Some work needed to be done there. Can only feel sorry for the USA. They were the better team throughout, but just couldn't put on those finishing touches there in the 10th and 11th end. Fascinating stuff. Well, here in the fifth end is a tied game. And Eve Muirhead here with the final stone. Chance to make the double takeout to score 3, maybe even 4. Does enough to get the 3. And Scotland leading by 6 shots to 3 at the halfway mark. And then USA starting to hit back. Score of 2 in the 6th. Score of 1 in the 7th. And then Eve with a chance to play the takeout for 1 here. Their final stone of the 8th. Runs it wide, clips the wide guard, runs through the hole. And a steal of 2. And for the first time, USA taking the lead by 2 shots. Scotland forced to score 1 in the 9th. And then here in the 10th, a straightforward double takeout here for Nina Roth. Just over curls, hits it on the nose. Steal of 1. We're going to need one more end to sort this one out here in draw 1. Then into the extra, Eve Muirhead with her final stone, finding a really tricky spot here to create this difficult shot here for Nina Roth. And just stuck in between. Over curls, chip to top 1, steal of 1, and Scotland win here in draw 1. Final score, Scotland 9, United States 8. Elsewhere here in draw 1, Sweden defeating Italy by 7 shots to 4. Switzerland defeating Germany by 7 to 5. And the host nation, China, losing out by 9 shots to 3 to Canada. Confirmation of those results and how they look in the standings after draw 1. Czech Republic, Denmark still to get off and running this week, as are Korea and Russia, who will start their campaign this evening.
Done on an opening win, Eve. What are the emotions after that?
Wow, what a game. Never like having an easy one in the first game, and we made it hard for ourselves. You know, we were 3 up twice in the game, and we let America come back, and stealing a win always feels nice. Obviously it's never nice for the opposition to get, but for us to get our first win on the board is crucial out there.
So I guess it's more about the win, but what about the actual performance? What do you take from that?
I think it's always good to get the first game out of the way, because all these kind of first nerves, and for Lauren it's our first World Championships playing, obviously for ourselves, like, you're always a bit anxious when you come back to World Championships because it's a big stage here, so for us to get the first game out of the way, I think things will kind of calm down. I think I've got a handle on the ice now, and we know how it's going to react out there, so really pleased that we managed to scrape a win there.
Well done, Eve, well done.
Thank you.
There you go, the thoughts of the winning skip, Eve Muirhead of Scotland, scraping a victory, as she said, into the extra end against the USA. So here in the first draw, the final score, Scotland 9, USA 8. And from myself, Logan Gray and Alison Walker, thanks for watching, and join us for more this evening.